Everybody, everybody need healing for the rest of us. Every time I turn around, blessings. Hey, my loves. I said blessings on blessings. Hey, my loves, how are we doing? Let's discuss this mess. Can I tell you, I'm going to be real transparent. I have watched Porscha's live. I've read the Bravo article. I've also watched Kandi's response to the article on, I think it's Good Day DC, or what Porscha said in the live. And I'm going to be real honest with you. I'm still confused. I don't know what's I don't know what they fighting about. I don't know what the girls are fighting. These freaking reality TV stars are weird. Like, who knows what's going on with them? I have no idea what the problem is. All you have to do is go to work. All you have to do is show up on camera and just be this character that you have created, that the viewers have fallen in love with. No script. You're just improvising this caricature of yourself and getting paid handsomely for it. What is the problem? Y'all don't like money. Y'all like money. You will never find me complaining about a check like that. I don't get it. I don't get it. And maybe it's because y'all been doing it for a decade and y'all just got to find more stuff to be upset about. But I just honestly feel like, especially with Atlanta, these ladies make the job a lot more miserable than it has to be. Okay, you could be working at the DMV. You're sitting up here on TV with all this glitz and glamour, and all you have to do is show up and play some character that you created of yourself. And they're literally just filming you eating free dinners and going to fun events and trips that the show pays for. What is the problem? Y'all got comfortable, and I'm tired. I can't. Like I've read all of it and I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? So I'm honestly doing this for you guys to help me, because I'm confused. I am very confused. Vodka, what's up, baby? Oh, hold on. Let me put up my banners. Oh, what are we talking about in this one? Porscha in the mess. Hold on. Porscha in the mess. It's just like, y'all don't have to bring all this stuff to us. It's never that important. It really, really isn't. It is never that important. Everybody needs healing for the rest of the year. Favor, I gotta get favor. Let me create. Hold on. Y'all know I'm new to this StreamYard thing. Yes, this is the one I want. Bam! Hey, do I like this color? Do we want to do? Let me do green so I can be in all my my African American colors. Because I got on red and I'm wearing Tracy's I Am Black History shirt. So let's throw some green up in there for the ancestors. Yes, for the ancestors. Let's throw some green up in there for the ancestors. Yes. I don't know if it's this green, but it is what it is. Hold on. What did my boo Vodka say? Vodka said yes. Me and you, Nikki. I'm so confused as well. I'm so tired of Porscha obsessing over Kenya. Ugh. We're going to get into Porscha and Kenya because I'm exhausted. I really, really am. I'm exhausted. Your work beef or whatever, like you do for TV, it's leaking into everyday life now, and I'm done. I am so done. Oh, Simply Simone, you and me too. Simply Simone said the IRS hotline is playing games with me. Where is my STEMI money? I have to now go through my state representative because I haven't gotten both. I haven't received both stimuluses. So something is in the water. So you and me both, Simply Simone. What time is it? Oh, we're only at the 4-minute mark. because I want to get into this because what is happening? I'm reading all this and I'm like, I'm going to be real with you. Maybe it's because I just don't have I'm not going to call myself broke because, you have to speak what you are, right? You have to understand there's blessings and curses. There's blessings and curses in the tongue, right? Life and death in the tongue, if you want to get biblical. So you got to speak what you are. Even if you're not there yet, speak it. Speak those things that are not as though they were. So I ain't saying I'm broke, right? I will say I don't have the amount of money that I would like to have to just be comfortable. But I'm telling you, when I start making the kind of money these ladies are making, I'm definitely surpassing that. Believe it and receive it. But when I get to that point, you think I'm going to be doing this? Like hopping on live, being available for articles to talk about the job that pays me handsomely, negatively. Y'all don't like money. Anyway, come on. Child, forgot my loofah. What was I thinking? Come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Child, I don't know if that was Porscha or Kenya, the spirit of Porscha or Kenya choking me. In the room, yeah, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Get in here, Tracy. Come on in the room. What's up, Greta? Come on in the room. Hey, El Boogie. We got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Come on, come on, come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about because let me tell you something. Sutton has earned her diamond on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I can't wait to get into them trailers because I just watched it again and I was like, Sutton, let's go, girl. Sutton is earning that diamond and I'm here for it. Come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. I said, we got so much to talk about. I said, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? I gotta work out more. Child, getting winded over nothing. I gotta do better. But when I get out of here, I'm doing my 10K stuff today. Even though it's really like overcast today. It was 90 degrees yesterday. Now it's overcast. Anyway, bam! Where is it? Mother is vaccinated. Mother is vaccinated. I will say it was not that, I was nervous. It was really quick. It was really quick. We were in it. Me and my family we were in and out. She sat there and she set me in a chair. I had to stay a little longer because I have allergies. So they needed to see how I reacted to the injection, right? The vaccine. They needed to see how I reacted to it. So I had to stay a bit longer, but I'm fine. I'm going to work out after this. I'm good. But I will say I was very nervous. I'm not a needle girl. I don't like needles. So she was just like, I'm just going to count the 3, 1, 2, pop. I was like, done. I still got to move my arm around a bit because they said, do that. But I'm good. I feel good, baby. I feel good all over. I had to do it, guys. I had to do it. Listen, you know me. I'm African American. I should be very antsy about the government putting anything into my body. But I will say this. I made this decision for myself because Americans are just not going to be responsible, right? We're not going to just wearing a mask because it's been so controversial. I've never, thanked the Lord, I've never have gotten COVID, never been too close to anyone who has been exposed to it. My family and I have been able to escape that. And that's, to be honest with you, the only people that I have been around is my immediate family. And, they have been able to escape, the COVID as well, Miss Rona as well. So I'm very thankful for that. But it's been very difficult to do that because people are just not responsible. It's to tell somebody to just wear a mask has been so controversial, and I just needed to do what I needed to do to make sure that my family and I stay protected. Also, the streets are calling my name. I gotta get out this damn house, y'all. So if I gotta get vaccinated, I'm getting vaccinated because the streets are calling my name. The streets are calling my name. The streets are calling my name. I'm getting out of this house. These stars is getting out of this house. I had to do what I had to do. But I'm good now. I don't feel any kind of way. I was nervous about it. I did it. I'm all right. I did it before. That's why I've never experienced polio. You've done it. That's why some of you zennials never had chicken pox. It happens. We got to do what we got to do. What time is it? I'm going to get started in about a minute. So let me check in with you guys. Let me check in. These streets are calling my name. Hey, ooh, the streets are calling my name. Shed Pearl said that was a problem. They both wanted to be the activist character. We'll talk about that as well, because I was feeling that a bit, and I hated to feel that way, but from how it looks, right? I'm not saying that it is the truth. I'm just saying my opinion of what I have seen. It does appear to be that way. So we will definitely talk about that, Shed Pearl. Thank you so much. Please listen to my beautiful moderator, Pink Unicorn. Smash that like button. Thank you. Absolutely agree. Hey, Stage 4 Endo Fighter Day by Day. What's up, gorgeous? Stage 4 Endo Fighter Day by Day said they need to sign a clause for some of these housewives. I think they do. I think what happens is because they're required, a lot of them, to tweet, like basically do some kind of advertising about the show, which is tweet with the viewers every Sunday, write those little shady blogs. I think the ladies are finding loopholes in that by discussing things that happen on and off the show with us, either before we see it or we will never see it, so they still bring it up and discuss. My thing is, I hope they're able to work out something where the network is able to and maybe enhance their clause on their cast to just say only talk about what transpired on the show. Because what happens is they bring up stuff that we just didn't see, and they want us to form an opinion, and the only people who form an opinion are their stans, right? So they're now doing their dirty work of fighting the other cast member or fighting the stands of the other cast member. And it just makes it a toxic situation. So I hope they're able to do something, because if we didn't see it, you shouldn't be talking about it with us. I get that Porscha had to say something or felt like she needed to say something because of that Bravo article, but it's just really hard to go off of, not just for Porscha, anybody's word who are on these reality TV shows, especially when you work on a program, on a show that is based off of manipulation. Like, I never trust and believe anything that I've seen on a reality TV show, because everything can be edited to have a different outcome or conclusion than what actually happened. So I never fully trust anything. I just watch it to be entertained. So my thing is, if we didn't see it, leave us alone. Like, we didn't see it. We don't really know what happened because we had no footage. And even that footage is manipulated. So it's really difficult to try to clarify things on these shows, which is why I think she shouldn't have did this. She didn't need to, because you really can't clarify something that is 90% fake. I will talk about that too as well. Give Me Shelter. Give Me Shelter said, Bravo is the problem. Why leave Kenya's comment in without context? They do that all the time with all of those shows. But that we'll talk about that, because that clarified up. That clarified a lot for me as well. So I'll definitely talk about that. You better talk about it, Vodka with 3 olives. Said it's so funny. Why do we get the stimulus faster under Trump? As soon as he said it, I had my money, and I can't stand that man. Biden, what's going on? Where's my money, bro? Oh, Angela, delete this. Delete this, girl. Delete. Hey, Brittany. What's up, gorgeous? Brittany said, oh, okay. We need NikkiStar EP. The single, of course, will be Come On in the Room, and the second track has to be titled I'm From Philly. Yes! Yes! Oh, God. Give Me Shelter said, if you filed taxes through H&R Blocks and TurboTax, the ITS may have released the funds to your customer account, or it can be sorted out when filing the 2020 taxes. Hopefully, Sutton is bringing it, Black Owl. I love me some Sutton as well. I agree, Tara. Tara said Kandi had a great idea. From what I can gather, Kenya turned it into a row. She couldn't see the bigger picture. Kandi should have just done it and invited the rest when it was launching. Envy. No, listen, I agree, Tara. Hey, Shannon then. She said, here we go. Now I've got the song in my head for the next 20 hours. You know what it is. You know what it is. Oh, it's Kima. It was so quick. I told her when I sat down with my vaccination person, I was just like, I'm that adult that is afraid of needles. I just want to let you know that right now. So she tried. She had the needle, which was ridiculously long. I will say that. I was like, that's going where? And so she had the needle up and she was just like, it's just going to be very, very quick. And I was just like, so I had my moment. And then she said, I'm just count to 3. And I said, okay. 1, 2, bam. And I was like, before I could react, it was over. It's Kima. It was so quick. I didn't feel anything. The needle was very long, but I don't know if they're numbing. I don't know what it is, but it didn't feel like it was as long as it was. So for me and my own personal experience, I'm deathly afraid of needles. And I was able to, take it. Tara again said, do you think that Bravo will ever release the unedited footage of the Housewives in 50 years like the government does with UFO sightings? Never. Andy will never let that happen. Anyway, let me get started. Moderators, please send me the timestamps if you can of when I actually started this so I can put this in the comment section for the people who watch this on playback. All right. Where are my notes? Oh, I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Let's get in. What the hell is this? Oh, the soul of Bravo. So I'm going to talk about everything. I'm going to first talk about the Soul of Bravo article along with Porscha's Live. Then next, we're going to get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion trailer, a few thoughts on that. Then we're going to get into the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills new season trailer. Then we're going to get into the Real Housewives of Potomac sneak peek. And then I want to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion looks. I've only seen 2 on Instagram. Moderators or anybody, if you could hit your girl up on Instagram and send me the New Jersey looks. I don't know where you guys found it. I saw somebody take a screenshot from something else and it just wasn't the best quality for me. So if you have all of the looks or you know where I can find it, please send me the link on Instagram so that I could look through the looks as well, because I couldn't find them anywhere and I have been searching. So, and I didn't want to take pixelated pictures from somebody's Instagram. So if you guys know where it is, please let your girl know. But that is how this talk is going to go. Also, I'm going to talk about the subject matter first. Then I'm going to dive down into the comment section with you guys for about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to move on to the next topic and do the same thing. So let's get into it. Porscha, this live. First off, the things that were being said not to Porscha, but on this live, the comments that were about not just Porscha, but all of the cast members on the show for the Real Housewives of Atlanta was really ugly, because I didn't get the version where you don't see the comments. I got the version where the comments were on there. So it's really hard to look away. I don't know. I'm not going to say I don't know what it is. I will say I hate how with all the reality TV shows that I review, it is always the shows with the large, with a mainly Black cast show that the fan base or a lot of the comments about these people are so ugly and negative. Everything that was being said about those ladies in Porscha's comments was just cruel. A lot of cruel things. And it takes me back to the Real Housewives of Potomac and the ladies, especially Robin, who was showing some of the comments that she gets sent to her. And this in particular was about the reunion house. I won't say a viewer, a fan or whatever. Somebody who had watched the show sent her comments that her and her family should be slaughtered. What the hell is wrong with these people? I'm like, it's a reality TV show. And the thing about it is, bravo for all of these shows, a lot of, especially the housewife shows, the majority of their fan base is in their 30s and 40s. What the hell are y'all doing at your big age? Hopping online, writing these cruel things to people who are literally showing up to work to give you a character that they have created to entertain you. It's entertainment. Why don't you just watch the show and go on about your business? It's an hour of TV, right? 40 minutes if you watch it on DVR and get through the commercials. Why do you have such a visceral reaction to a reality TV show? It's very weird. It's very, like, it wasn't just people saying things about Porscha. They were saying things about Kenya. They were saying things about Kandi that were really ugly, like just nasty comments. And it bothers me. That's one of the reasons why I stopped reviewing Love and Hip Hop. The comment section was so demonic. Let's just go there. It was so evil. And I'm just like, I want my people, right? Black people, the rest of the world is so hard on us, right? All we got is each other. I get we can honestly critique each other. I want us to love on each other unconditionally. Even when we don't agree, still give love and grace with, the correction that we're giving to one another. We have to love each other more deeply than we love outside of us, right? Just because of how we exist in this world. Nobody loves us but us. And I just wish that even when it's concerning entertainment, that we would extend the same grace as well. It's just people who have these ideas of these ladies. And I'm just like, at your big age, y'all in your 30s and 40s, y'all don't realize that they are showing up to a job. They are playing this stuff out for you. Yes, some things happen, but you have to realize that all of it is manipulated for your entertainment. Just watch it and have a good time and leave. Why are y'all coming on these ladies' Instagrams and all of their social medias and even in reviews saying these terrible things about them? Why are you as a Black woman, because it was a lot of sisters and I'm real disappointed. Why are you as Black women I'm not saying you can't critique, right? Why is your critique so damn dark? Like, what is all this? She need to get hit by a bus. I run that hoe over. You need to stab this hoe. I remember somebody invited me into, nobody here, it was one of my friends, invited me to, my friend outside of this, invited me to a clubhouse room for the Real Housewives of Potomac. I didn't last 10 minutes. The way these grown women were talking about this cast, I was just like, y'all don't feel pathetic? There was one lady who was she going after? I think she was going after Candace or Monique. It was one of them. She was going so hard after them that she lost track of time. And she said, oh, wait, I got to go because it's time for me to take my son to school. I was like, you have a child? You sound completely deranged and you are raising a human being. How in the hell do you have this reaction to a woman who you have never met? Like, she was talking about beating this. I think it was Candace. She was talking about physically harming her. Why? It was so insane. I ain't never got into another one of them housewives chat room since, because I was like, these bros is nuts. Just grown women saying some vile things like, I get it. You can have a critique of a situation. That's fine. Why is it so dark? I was real disappointed by that. And I just feel like, I need us to love each other a lot more than we already do. I know we do. I know we ride for each other. I know we protect each other. But Black people, there needs to be more love. It just has to be. It just has to be. I couldn't believe that there were whole adults saying these things online. Weird. Anyway, I'm actually glad because Porscha in this live talks about how she had her. This is the gist of it, right? Oh, 0. This so random, but I just got a reminder from Netflix that this a full all Black cast, Italian Black cast, this show called 0 that I have been looking forward to watching is now on Netflix, and I'm really interested in watching it. I love the sci-fi subject matter, but also Black Italians, a whole Black Italian cast. I'm interested. Anyway, so thank you, Netflix, for reminding me. Anyway, so the gist of the live is Porscha talking about the Soul of Bravo article, where basically they talked about a lot of stuff, right? They were basically trying to talk about where Bravo is now going in this new era that we're in, where everybody is now, or companies and brands are now being very aware of the racial issues that we have within this nation, and recognizing that there has to be change in all aspects of the network, or, in America in general, but and speaking of Bravo, in all aspects of this network. So basically this person is, interviewing everybody and asking, certain people, how do they feel? What's going to be the change? And so Porscha is responding to the part where she was talked about, didn't seem bad to me, but she felt the need to address it. And in this part, it says that there was footage removed of Kandi, Porscha, and Kenya discussing Black Lives Matter because it just, for some reason, it was just removed. The network didn't think that it would, work well throughout what they had planned for the season. And Porscha felt the need to address it because to her, it appeared as if she got it removed because she didn't want Kandi to be featured as being an activist on the show as well. I'm gonna be honest with you, Porscha. I read the article. I didn't get that. But that's how you felt. So this is what you decided to do. So she was addressing it, right? I don't think that this live, if you're not a Porscha stan, I don't think, outside of Porscha stans, I don't think it really worked in your favor. I don't think it really helped your where you were coming from, in my opinion. Here is why. One, you over defended yourself. You really, really did, to the point where it just became a bit confusing because you was going back and bringing up receipts for stuff that you had already surpassed. So it was just kind of all over the place. And I get why it was like that, because you were speaking from emotion. It had just happened. You had just read it, and you had felt the need to do that, which is why it's always smart to just take time, get out of your emotions, get all of your thoughts together and everything that you want to speak about in line first before you address it, which is why when I talk about very difficult subject matters, for me as a Black woman, I take time to do it, right? At some point, we're definitely going to have the conversation about my people being slaughtered by, the American police, right? I'm not there yet. I can't have that conversation. We got one small victory, and then an hour after that, we're on to mourning the death of a 15 or 16-year-old girl who called the police for help. So I'm just emotionally, I'm all over the place. And what I don't want to do is use my platform and come on here and just be an emotional wreck, not knowing what I'm saying, what I'm talking about, and being irresponsible with the platform that I was given. And so I think that Porscha was, check Instagram. Tracy said, Nikki, check Instagram. Thank you so much, Tracy. I will. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you. And Tracy, moderators, when I'm done here, let me know, because I feel like I missed a super chat. If I did, let your girl know. I feel like I missed one. I feel like something lit up that wasn't my banner. So let your girl know. Anyway, that's what I think happened to her. She just got on there with a lot of emotion. So it was kind of jumbled and all over the place. kind of jumping it all over the place. And I just felt like she over explained the situation. And I didn't feel like she needed to, because for me, reading it, I didn't think that either her or Kandi was bad. What happened was, and I actually agree with this, the network decided to not put the footage of Kandi, Kenya, and Porscha disagreeing about what was brought to the show. What happened was the ladies had a text thread. Kandi talked about going to Bravo and implementing these changes concerning Black lives and, people who work at the network and doing more and being more diverse to and open to working with the Black community. And she wanted to do a show that spoke about that. She also wanted to make sure they hire Black people, more internships. So she was very proactive about her activism. Like I said before, not all of us are marchers and protesters. Some people protest with their monies. Some people are the ones implementing change where they are at. That is how. Hello? I told you I was fine. I also told you I was hopping on live, and I'm on live right now. You are not on speaker. I don't have you on speaker, but my sister says hi. Oh, you know what? Since I have you here, hold on. Since I have you on the phone, do you want to promote your show?
NikkiStar TV fans, I love you. NikkiStar TV.
I said, do you want to promote your show?
Oh, Sway Meets World?
Yes.
Hey, everybody. I produced a Snapchat show called Sway Meets World with rapper Sway Lee, who literally is like a little brother to me. Everybody, please watch the show. It's really, really compelling, and it shows, that people can think you have all the things in the world, but really, family. We give a little bit of his life, and it's a really, really good show. So watch it, download Snapchat, and subscribe to Sway Lee, and support my show. Thanks, NikkiStar.
You're welcome, sister. All right, let me get off of here, and I'll call you when I'm done.
NikkiStar TV. Woo!
Love you. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, love you too. My favorite actor in the world. Love you.
Love you. Bye. Family. Where was I at? So basically, Kandi was, very proactive about implementing change within the network. And that's how, you can protest that way, right? You can protest in your community by, informing people about what is happening right now and how they can get involved and get engaged. And Kandi was not getting arrested or, bringing, using her platform to bring attention to the brutality that is happening to protesters or the injustice that Breonna Taylor faced. But she was at her job at the network that employs her, making sure that their activism is not performative, but actually proactive, right? So she brings that to the ladies. Somebody from that group chat leaks to the blogs. Was it you, Nene? Was it you? That Porscha was not okay with it. So Kandi I don't want to say confronts, but she brings it up to Porscha while they are filming. The network decided to not put that in. Porscha thinks that it was because of her, right? Porscha says, I reached out to the network and I said that we as Black women should not be fighting on this show about Black Lives Matter. And she asked for it to be removed. And it was. I will say this, just because she asked for it to be removed does not mean that the network obliged, right? They probably had a discussion about that and thought that maybe it was in their best interest to not show that, because you have to realize that the execs at Bravo are old white men, right? They're trying to navigate race on a network that has diverse characters, but they don't know what they're doing. I won't say that they completely listen to her, but I do think that probably had some impact in their decision to remove that footage. But at the end of the day, if the network wants it in, it'll be in. If the network doesn't want it in, it will be taken out. You as a cast member could suggest something. It doesn't mean that they will do it. The network has the first and final say, period, right? But Porscha thinks because of her, they just decided to remove that. And because of the article, she felt like she looked bad. So she wanted to address that. And she showed us the text messages and everything, everybody that was in the chat. And for me, I just honestly feel like, sis, that you over-explained yourself and you really didn't. I think the impact of this article was not as deep as you actually thought it was. I don't know if you read it and felt that way, or you read a comment that somebody made about it and felt that way, but I just didn't. For me, my perspective of reading it and, seeing your live, I just did not think it deserved a whole live, right? Because you're also bringing up Kenya and bringing up Kandi and saying what happened in the group chat. And honestly, it felt to me, and I know you had already filmed the reunion at this point, but it just felt like a part of a reunion segment. It just didn't feel like it was something that needed to be addressed. I'll be quite honest with you. I read the article. I read it again because I was just like, what are you seeing where you look bad? If anything, the network made that decision, not you, right? So I don't know where you are looking like you don't want Kandi's activism to be shown. If anything, or maybe you're just addressing the blogger. That, again, is my problem. You ladies on this TV show you give way too much power to bloggers. I, as somebody who have been watching these shows for 15 years, never in my life has any decision that I have ever made concerning watching this show or being a part of people who review the show has a blogger ever made me, make a decision about what I'm going to do with my own, eyes and interests concerning this show. They have never influenced me in any kind of way, positive or negative. And not saying that a blogger is less than, and you should not consider anything that person is doing. But at the end of the day, it's just gossip, right? You know what I mean? Unless it's factual, unless it's proven to be true, I don't get involved in that, and I don't just subscribe to that. And I don't think I'm in the minority, right? Because there are still millions of people tuning in to watch this show, no matter what bloggers have said. I think you all give bloggers a lot more power than they should have, because you all feed them information because you want to craft how your storyline is going to play out or how you're going to be favored by the viewers. That is now why all of a sudden you all have these issues with the bloggers now, because you've made them so powerful with using them to harm others or using them to sculpt an image for yourself throughout the season. Now, this monster you created, you can't control this Frankenstein. So now it's, the blogger said this and this was leaked to this. So now this person is saying this about me, and y'all always bring them to the show. And I think the viewers have showed that their opinion, no shade bloggers, don't really matter for us if we're going to watch the show or not. We still tune in. We still keep your lights on. Why do you keep on giving them so much power? I just don't get it. I felt like Porscha gave this blogger and Kandi gave this blogger way too much power than they actually needed to have. And now you're on live defending something that was said to or from a blogger, and you just didn't need to. Because let's be real clear here. Your audience don't read Vulture. Can we be real? Vulture is not a magazine that has a large African, female, gay, subscriber base. It's just not, it just doesn't happen, right? Now, if you want the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I can see you doing this live. You're on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You told us about the article. We didn't even know about this thing. Like, I knew about the Soul of Bravo. I wasn't interested in reading it until you decided to do a live about it. And I'm like, well, what did they say? So I read it, and I still don't understand why you needed to address it by way of live. Tracy, thank you so much for the super chat. Tracy said, Nikki, it was not just the article. Kenya went on speak on it and told us about it. Kenya was doing her job stirring the pot, but Black Lives Matter is not in it. Thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for that. Okay, so I didn't know about Speak On It. No shade, I don't watch Speak On It. I just, I try. But I feel like, for me, and I'm just going to be very honest, when I watch these shows, I'm done with the content that those ladies give me. any additional content outside of it, I would just feel overwhelmed. It would be way too much for me to not only consume you for an hour every Sunday night, but then consume you for an hour or so on YouTube, then consume you on Instagram. It would just be too much. I need different content after that. So I just, no shade, Speak On It is doing very well, a lot better than me. So people are interested in it. It's just isn't for me. So thank you so much, Tracy, for giving me that information. Again, from my perspective, I just did not think that Porscha needed to do a live about it because I didn't think that anybody looked bad. I just felt like, you know, it was like something that was said and something that happened. I don't think that and it just didn't hold a lot of weight, in my opinion. I don't think that what the network did was wrong, removing that footage, right? Because it would not have looked good. It would not have looked good with the ladies fighting about Black Lives Matter. I think for me, the only fire that article put out that I thought was a fire, I didn't think that anything else, there was no fire started through this, Porscha. I think if any fire was started, it was the fire that Kenya was not supportive of what Porscha was doing with Black Lives Matter. Of course she wasn't. She don't like the girl, right? But let's be very clear. What she said about Porscha faking support or not being genuine about support for Black Lives Matter was in context to what Kandi brought up about the blogger saying that Porscha felt some sort of way about Kandi going to the network and talking about changes that they need to make at Bravo concerning Black Lives Matter. Kenya was responding to that. So that for me put out that fire because and you guys know when that episode aired, I thought it was in poor taste of her to say that. Now I know what she was reacting to. Still in poor taste. Here is why. I just feel like if you guys are going to use the plight, if you're going to talk about the plight of our people on this show, there has to be a manner in which you speak on it, right? Your issues with each other should not be anywhere near that, because what happens is you taint what you're trying to speak of that is above you. You taint that with your own issues, and it just looks as if you're using it now as a dagger to harm each other rather than to bring light or use your platform in a way to talk about the struggles of your community. I honestly feel like since this is the result, these ladies were not, as a whole, as an ensemble cast, were not at the level they needed to be to speak about this subject. The maturity wasn't there. The selflessness was not there when it came to them working together on this as an ensemble cast. So Black Lives Matter, in my opinion, should have been left out of this season because they just weren't responsible with the subject matter. If they were, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here. I don't think it was that big of a deal. I think that there are just a few people on there who were probably did not like after, you know, watching the episode, how Porscha looked when other people were doing things in secret or, you know, doing things that the show wouldn't talk about. I will say this to Kandi. I don't know how you didn't know that talking about the changes that you wanted to bring at Bravo on camera was never going to make it to air. That was kind of a little shocker to me. I was just like, why would you talk about this on camera, knowing good and well that the network is never going to play this? For me, I just felt like you're showing up to scenes talking about a subject matter that's never going to make it to air. It's like a waste of time. I think y'all should have just had this conversation off air, cleared it up, and just filmed the show and never let us know about it. Because now y'all all talking about it off air and saying that scenes were taken away. It absolutely makes sense that Bravo is going to not air scenes where you're talking about the race issues that they have within their network that they need to fix. Who would do that? That makes absolutely no sense. So I just don't know why you thought that would air. I would have never talked about that on camera. If I had an issue with Porscha about, you know, something that I read in the blogs that would involve the network that we work on, I would have talked to her in private, not because I feel like that's where it should be, because I just would have known that it was never going to make, it's starting to bother me for a minute. Just getting sore. She told me to move my arm around. So, yeah, I just wouldn't do it because I knew it would never make it to air. It would never make it to air. So I don't know. I wouldn't waste my time doing that. So I just felt like I left the live and the article more confused and like kind of disappointed than I was before, because the live didn't help. And then I watched Kandi on Good Day DC, and she was just as confused. She was just like, I don't know what happened, because me and Porscha were cool after the reunion. I guess she's just responding to the article and bringing everybody in it. Nene didn't need to be brought in it because she wasn't on the season. Kandi didn't need to be brought in it since you guys were in a cool place. I honestly, Porscha, I think you just misinterpreted the article. I think you maybe the speak on it. Maybe, like Tracy said, she was also speaking on Speak on It. I don't watch Speak on It, so I don't know what was said, but maybe that's what it was. Then just talk about Speak on It, because the article I don't know. I didn't read anything damaging to you. I really, really didn't. I never thought that Porscha was, and maybe it's just because of how I view prison. I never thought that she was getting arrested on a daily basis sometimes for TV. I think that a lot of people who go on reality TV shows, not the majority, but there are a lot who are unwell and they make great TV. I don't think she's one of those people. I think that, a lot of reality TV stars are narcissistic and have this kind of attention deficit disorder, not attention deficit disorder, but this need for attention. That's pretty normal, right? Not being a narcissist, but that need for attention, it happens to a lot of us, a lot of performers, you know what I mean? A lot of people who have had abandonment issues. So that stuff happens, right? So I'm not saying that to be on reality TV, you have to be an unwell person. I'm just saying that a lot of them that are unwell make great TV. I don't think that Porscha is one of them. I don't think that she was manipulating Black Lives Matter for attention. I just don't think she would do that. I don't think that anybody would just regularly get arrested, right, while they have a small child at home for their reality TV show that they didn't even know would use the footage, right? Because even if she gave the footage over to Bravo, everybody does that. Everybody gives footage of things that they did while the cameras weren't there to give to the show. A lot of it never makes it to air, right? I just don't think that she had ill intentions when she was protesting. I don't. I think the same thing with Kandi. I think these two ladies were using their platform in the right way, and I applaud the both of them. I hope at some point they can fix this, because them being at odds, or supposedly being at odds over, who's the best activist, it's just not a good look for either one of them. Neither one of you are going to look good in this. So I hope you all resolve it. Another person I want Porscha to resolve things with is Kenya. I don't care if y'all don't like each other. I really don't. If you're going to stay on the show, you're going to have to work together, because what is happening now is you two just hate each other. It's so obvious that you two hate each other, and now it's coming into your everyday life. So now your hate for each other is not just on the show, it's and everything else that you talk about outside the show. So what happens is your problems with each other start to craft storylines in a negative way. Reality TV is escapism TV. Everybody at Bravo knows that, because that's one of the main things that one of the execs consistently said. We are escapism TV. We are not here to teach you to be better people. We are here to entertain you. I thoroughly agree with that. What I'm not going to do or want to do as a Black woman is deal with all the hell I have to deal with just because this beautiful skin that I am in and the gender that the Lord chose for me, right? I'm not going to deal with all that hell on a day-to-day basis and then tune in every Sunday to watch these Black women tear each other apart. Y'all going to have to learn how to fix this. You're going to have to learn how to get back to the joy. You're going to have to learn to get back to the comedy, which again, Bravo is very aware of this show being extremely comedic, and that is why it has been so successful, because both, not just Andy, there's another executive, his name is Mark Levin, I believe. He also said that that's why that show is one of the highest rated, the highest rated show on Bravo, is because it's such a fun time and the ladies are hysterical. People love watching them. So you guys have to get back to that. You haven't lost, a lot of viewership, but it is just becoming so uncomfortable to watch you all fight each other every freaking Sunday while things are getting worse for you, the majority of your fan base. We want to laugh at least for an hour. We hope that we can do that with you guys, because we were able to do that with you all before. If we're going to have another season while we're still dealing with the mess that we have been dealing with since we freaking got here, and it's only gotten worse because now it's being televised. If we're still dealing with all of this, we cannot deal with you guys fighting like this over things that don't matter. If you think about it, if you really think about the Porscha and Kandi beef, what the hell is it? None of it is ever that serious. None of it is ever that deep. It's just real petty. And you're just starting to look like privileged, spoiled brats who don't know how to go to work and do your job. You are there to entertain us, not drain us. And that is what this show is becoming, unfortunately. I'm not looking forward to next season, because if Porscha and Kandi are here, and they are not Porscha, Porscha and Kenya are here, and they are two main cast members on this show, and they're where they're at now, it's just only going to get worse, and it's only going to take the rest of the season. So who knows? I honestly think that Porscha's coming back. I know you guys have let me know that she put grand finale or something in a Instagram message that she wrote, and she removed the show out of her Instagram handle. She's negotiating. That's what they do all the time. She's negotiating. The network loves her. The execs in the article said it. She's a Bravo darling. They're not letting her go. If anything, I think they will script the show around her. There's rumors that Phaedra is coming back. Who knows? But if Porscha and Kandi is back on the show, they need to fix their differences, because I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. Because if y'all here now and y'all haven't even started filming, after the reunion, Lord knows where these two are going to be, how at odds they're going to be. And then that's going to get picked up on the show, and it's just not enjoyable. We don't like watching that. We like fun shade, okay? We like when y'all, oh my goodness, that's fun, right? When it just gets to the point where every time y'all see each other, y'all tearing each other down, it's exhausting. We don't feel like it. We don't have a lot to give anyway. Give us a break. Get back to the comedy. Get back to the joy. Get back to the fun that was this show. That's why we tuned in. That's why we made you the highest rated show on Bravo. That's why we got this network so many freaking Emmys, because we were enjoying it. The show isn't becoming enjoyable anymore because y'all doing all this mess. And I hope that Bravo gives y'all, or put y'all in a tighter contract where y'all shut up and don't tell us stuff that has happened on the show before we have seen it, or that we will never see. Y'all, you really need to have, Bravo, you really need to have some kind of clause on the ladies where they cannot speak about anything on the show until we, the viewers, have seen it. Y'all really need to do that, because it just creates confusion, and all it does is build, one or the other stan community. And then it just becomes this unhealthy stan war full of adults. I'm so disgusted at the fans in their 30s and 40s hopping online, acting a damn fool. It's embarrassing. Are you not embarrassed? You should be. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about concerning the article, and concerning Porscha's live, and concerning the drama on Atlanta. I needed to be done. I'm telling y'all, it's starting to feel like the Real Housewives of New Jersey back when they was fighting each other and Teresa and all them was going to jail. It was not an enjoyable experience, and I tuned the heck out. What do you guys think? Before we get into it, let me address this super chat. Hold on. Darn it. I am still trying to figure this thing out. Hey, Miss M. Miss M said, missed opportunity for the Black Lives Matter movement. They had the platform, but they didn't know how to approach activism. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the super chat, Miss M. They didn't know how to approach activism because I just got to be honest, there was probably a part of them that wanted to be recognized for it properly in the way that they wanted to, right? So it's like, if I give this to you, you got to present it a certain way. Not that this is something that I'm doing selfless, just because this is the right thing to do. There probably was a part of both of them that wanted to have this presented on the show in a certain way. And that's probably why it all went, to hell, because you can't do good in a way that will be favorable to you. That's how Bethany on The Real Housewives of New York lost me, because she was making the charitable things that she was doing, she was making it about her, and it was no longer charitable. It was just really ugly watching this privileged white woman go to these brown affected areas in Puerto Rico and say, oh, get me on camera giving them this $10 or this $10 gift card. It just looked ugly. So I'm thinking that's probably what happened with the ladies, where it was just like, this could have just been something that was a part of your life and something that you did, and however it was received, but you wanted control over how it looked, perverted what you were actually doing, which is extremely unfortunate. F. Usher said, I applaud. Oh, let me put my timer on. Let me put my timer on. 10 minutes. Then we're going to move on. F. Usher said, I applaud anyone supporting causes, however they are comfortable with. Absolutely. Absolutely. Poor Shekula said, nobody believes she's leaving. It's negotiation time. Listen, I don't know where the Lord is going to take me in my journey, right? I'm just, where he leads me, I will follow, my Lord. I will go. Right? But if it leads me to reality TV and you guys are following me and I'm talking crazy, like, I don't know, I think, it's time to wrap this up, and I'm removing the show from my Instagram. No, I'm negotiating for more money. And all you have to do in my Instagram comment section is just put a money bag. That's all you got to do to let me know that we see each other, right? That's what she's doing. Porscha not going nowhere. Porscha not going nowhere. What happened? I hope I'm saying your name right. Tiara said, Bravo showed a death without warning to support Porscha's storyline. Not cool. What death? They show somebody dying on the show? Let me know. I didn't know about that. Tiara versus TT. I didn't know about that. Let me know. JB says, what said Nene was released because Nene was mentioned because she released the text. Is she the one? I strongly felt like she was the one who sent it to the blogger. Is that why? Let me know. JB says what? Ooh, Artrice, you are not a fan. Artrice said, NikkiStar, of course the network likes Porscha. She is selling her soul to the dirt. Yikes. Guys, if you're going to respond to somebody, can you, I know it's a lot of work, I'm sorry, but I want to talk about what you just said. I don't know what you're responding to. So if you could maybe put just a quick one sentence refresher so that I can get into the conversation too, because I don't know what's going on between JG and Cool Cat. I have no idea. Kaylina said, you can't tell me Kenya didn't already know that her husband had her blocked. We won't be deceived. The government already got that covered. I believe that too, Kaylina. I was just like, but then the only reason why I was thinking that maybe it was just real in that moment, why would she do that to herself? Maybe it was her way of showing the network that she can be, humiliated. You know what I mean? That she doesn't always have to be on top of everything. Maybe it was a way to show some vulnerability. I don't know, but I did think that. I was just like, you may be on to something, Kaylina. Hey, Tony. Tony Angel said, I wish Bravo would cut out the protagonist, antagonist, and give us just well-rounded people in polarization. Absolutely. I agree. I agree with you, Tony. Hold on. Thank you so much for the super chat, my love. I agree. Abel said, if you do a reality TV show, you got to be on The Circle on Netflix. I have had a few people say that to me. I got to watch The Circle. I really, really do. Oh my gosh, Black Gal said, yes, they need a trigger warning before showing George Floyd's death. They showed the death. I don't recall that. Thank the Lord. I've only seen that footage once. Every time that comes across my screen, I walk away. They're trying to do the same thing with Ma'Khia Bryant, who was just slaughtered by a police officer on yesterday. They keep on showing that child. They keep on showing that child being slaughtered, and being murdered by that cop, by that murderer. And I can't, I don't know. I'm just not desensitized to that. Like, it hurts me every time. So I never watched the whole thing. All I know is that some video came up and I could see her Crocs. Child. Yeah. So I don't watch that stuff. I'm not desensitized to that. It's never been okay with me. The same thing with that young man the 13-year-old child that was shot by the police, was murdered by the police as well. It's very telling how the media only shows the deaths of people of color, right? Like, they will play our slaughter on loop, but they will never do it for a white person. Welcome to America. Oh, child. You know what? Simply Simone, I'm thinking about it. Simply Simone said, Nikki, you need to be a consultant. You always be trying to save these networks. Listen, I'm about the bag. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is how you can keep your audience. This is how you can keep your... I'm sorry, I had to scratch my head with the sequins. You know what? No, I'll do it when I wash my face, when I wash my makeup off. I'm telling you, I got these patches, these star patches that I'll maybe talk about it on Instagram. I'm telling you, they're like these zit patches. So I used to be a zit picker. I don't do it anymore. You put that star patch on for 24 hours, you take it off, the zit is gone. It's the best thing ever. I'll talk about it on Instagram if you're interested. Out and about and out. Hey, boo. Good afternoon to you too. And again, guys, because I'm on StreamYard, the super chats show up differently. If I have missed your super chat, please let me know. And moderators, please inform me, because I do want to make sure that is acknowledged. Oh, Porscha, I absolutely agree. I loved her. I loved LaToya on the show. Even Drew until the end, right? But that can be fixed. I think the network needs to, just my opinion, craft the show around the nieces. Craft the show around the nieces. That's what they need to do. Porscha, I agree with you. I like LaToya. I don't know why I said your name like that. I love it. I love that. Porscha. JG said exactly. I have never seen in-store footage of a mass shooting, and you never will. You never will. You never will. Miss Brown Sugar said, I tried to avoid the footage of George Floyd being killed for 11 months, only to have it played, multiple times in closing arguments of the trial when I happened to be in the room. Mm-hmm. Yep. But remember that lady, that insurrectionist who broke into the Capitol, and I think they were trying to get to Pence. Listen, they say they weren't trying to get to him to kill him, but if you got a guillotine outside the Capitol and you're screaming for him to be hanged, what is the Secret Service supposed to do? So she breaks through the glass and is trying to come after Pence, and one of the Secret Service, one of them for Pence, shoots the lady in the neck. you only saw, first of all, I'm not saying I wanted to see that, right? I was watching CNN and they just showed them, and I'm just like, damn, what is going on in America? But we saw that if you were able to see it, you only saw it once. They never ever showed that woman being shot ever again. And she was breaking into the Capitol to kill the vice president. America has a huge race problem, and I'm telling you, listen, this nation that loves God so much, if you don't reckon with that, child, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here when a reckoning comes. Hey, Caitlin, thank you so much for the super chat. I did it! Caitlin said, congrats on 12K subscribers. Nikki, you totally deserve it. Thank you, Caitlin. I had no idea. Thank you, Caitlin. Ow. Guys, we did it. We're at 12K. Caitlin, thank you so much. That is so awesome. I mean, listen, any support is great, but 12,000 people love you, girl. That's dope. Oh, that just made my day. Thank you, Caitlin. I did it. Whoo. It was not hurting earlier. Child, I did it. We did it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. Let's move on. Simply Simone said, yes, I'll talk about my star patches. I got similar patches. My zits have been disappearing with the quickness and just in time for graduation. You know what? Let me get them. Ow. And you know what? Oh, wait a minute. I heard something. What was that? Hey, who's that? Oh, we got a cash app from Bulla Sam. Oh, thank you so much. Congrats on the 12K. Well deserved. Thank you, Bulla Sam. Thank you. I'm actually filming my April faves tomorrow, right? What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Tomorrow. So I'll put this in my April faves video. This is what I'm talking about. Truly, I don't know if you can see it. Truly superstar acne patches. I'm telling you, I used to be a zit picker. This has changed the game. When I wash my face, I'm going to put it on. Zit is going to be gone by tomorrow. They do the job. Truly star patches. Get into it. Get into it. Thank you, Simply Simone. You guys are lighting me up. Yes, yes, Alexis. Come on. From your lips to God's ears. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mimi. It's Mimi. Yes. Miss Brown Sugar, you're right. She said, Nikki, stay hydrated and take some ibuprofen in addition to moving your arm. You may be achy for a little bit, but still be all right. See, this is the thing, right? They told me not to take where's my form? Do I have my paperwork? Hold on. I gotta get healing. So this is me. I had to wait for like 30 minutes. She was just like, you have allergies? We got to observe you, girl, for a little bit more. So they said that I had to. First of all, just because you have the vaccine does not mean that you can just be like everybody, that you can be out in them streets, just reckless. You still have to wear your mask, still have to, remain 6 feet, still wash, hands and do the, stuff that we've been doing. But yeah, I can't take ibuprofen, right? The reason why, you know what? Let me stop giving out this information. I just realized that I'm like, I don't want YouTube to shut this down, but I can't take the ibu because it suppresses. That's what I was told. It suppresses my immune system, and they're trying to, And the vaccine needs to, get within my immune system and make, give me the antibodies I need to fight off COVID, off Miss Rona. But we were advised to take Tylenol. I can't take Tylenol, so that's another an allergy I have. So I was just like, well, what can I do since I can't take the Ibu? She was just like, oh, you just gotta, get through it. Excuse me, if I'm in any pain, she said, of course, if it's like excruciating, just take, the Ibu if you can, but try not to do that. So right now I'm doing good. I'm fine. I do have to, I'm staying hydrated, moving my arm, doing what I need to do, and celebrating with you guys. Hey, Monique, thank you for the cash app. Thank you. That felt good, guys. That felt really, really good. Thank you, Monique. Thank you. Thank you. Stage 4. I love y'all. Thank you so much. And Nikki's JG said, Nikki, please, we can't have you consulting for Bravo and rooting for people that admit they're faking a marriage to TV to try to get on Bravo. No. I'm going to do my best, JG. I'm going to do my best. Oh, good for you, Tony. I got to wait a month. Hey, oh, B, go. I have some gorgeous subscribers. Hey, B Stokes Styling, what's up? Did you do your hair? Is that your hair that you did? That's why you call B Stokes Stylings? If so, put your information in the chat. Because listen, that hair is laid. Thank you so much. It's Kima said, guys, I need advice. Uh-oh. This is the last one I'm going to answer, and then we're going to get into the next part. But what's going on, is Kima? Guys, I need advice. I went on a date with a guy that is vaccinated. When he tried to why he tried to kiss me. It was our second date. I was just thinking about all the people he kissed. COVID got me thinking. You know what? I thought about that too. Ooh. It was your second date. Are you fully vaccinated? And is he fully vaccinated? That's what I need. If you both are fully vaccinated, I think it's, I don't know. Wow. Miss Rona has really changed dating, because if this was before, I would have been like, girl, get yours. But now I'm just like, I don't know. It came up. My advice would be hold off, right? Wait to see if you really, really like him like that. You know what I mean? And if you feel like, I want him around, it's a little peck. But if it's just a guy that you're just seeing, you don't got to get, I wouldn't do it, because y'all getting to know, right? But if you continue to go on this journey with him, why not? We in these streets. We vaccinated because what? We in these streets. The streets are calling my name. Hey, we in these streets. The streets are calling my name. Hey. Oh. Okay, I did say that was going to be my last one, but Alexis is teaching us. Med student hat is on. Please take a lot of water and test. Please, as much as you can, take your, what's timer? What's that? But I'm drinking a lot of water. Simply Simone, I said the same thing. Let them know. When I left, I was just like, this is going to be like the new, way of dating. Are you vaccinated? Can I see your card? Okay. My number is that's where we are going. Artiste, I disagree with you. I'm not putting it up there. People are triggered. I'm not doing that. I highly disagree with you. I'm going to listen to what all the witnesses said over an officer. I've learned. Absolutely. Give Me Shelter said the vaccine doesn't mean you can't contact COVID, nor does it mean that you shouldn't wear a mask. It will just prevent the most fatal effects of the virus. Absolutely true. Now that is the absolute truth. Don't address them, El Boogie. Like, we'll just anybody in here trying to be negative, block. We don't have time. We don't have time. I have no problem with you disagreeing with me, but you're going to be respectful and yeah, period. You're just going to be respectful. That's what we can respectfully disagree. It happens all the time. So thank you so much, Tamara, for the I was going to say grand chat. That might be a new one. Super chat. Tamara said from Montreal, Canada. Of course you hit 12K. You are so entertaining to listen to and watch. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Tara said COVID and STD clearance for some. We got to do what we got to do. Thank you so much for Super Chat. I'm going to leave that up for a minute because that, your girl hit 12K. That feels good. We're going to move on into the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion trailer. My first thoughts on the trailer, it's going to be fun. It is going to be a fun time, which is what I want from these ladies. I want the joy, the fun, the comedy that they, that we started watching them for. So I'm excited about that. Another thing that I want to talk about is we're going to find out who or what was in Tampa. Come on, Andy, do your job. Do your job. We're also going to find out that Kandi was the one, if you believe Marlo, who was telling every and anyone who will listen about what happens in the dungeon. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up, Kandi, is because you were the one, even on the season, saying what happens in the dungeon stays in the dungeon. Nobody should be talking about what happened in the dungeon, but you have been the one consistently talking about what happened in the dungeon. You're going to get called out for that, Kandi. Everybody love you, but you're going to get called out for that. Marlo and Porscha are definitely not friends. There were like far too many clips of them two going after each other. So I think if, everybody does come back next season, it's going to be Marlo and Kenya, probably against maybe, Porscha, Drew, and Shamia. Who knows? But yeah, that's definitely going to be a villain alliance now because Marlo and Porscha, they showed far too many clips of them coming after each other. And Drew was going to try to, throw some tears out there to justify her judgmental Christian ways on the show. Not buying it. Girl, what you did is what was filmed, and it was extremely ugly. You brought the storyline to the show. You brought the prophet and all of that stuff. You have to atone for that because what you did was extremely wrong to LaToya. Speaking of LaToya, she was not in the trailer. That doesn't mean she wasn't there. I think I did see a picture of her there, but I'm just like, even with LaToya being a friend of the show, she should be there from the beginning because she was, very entertaining. And if not, brought a lot of entertainment to the show, whether we liked it or not. She was stirring some kind of pot and getting something done. You know what I mean? So I do feel like she should have, at least been in the trailer because with LaToya not being in the trailer, it makes me feel like we're not going to get a lot of her. And I feel like we should because we got a lot of her this season. We got a lot of her more than we did get of the main cast members. So she didn't feel like a friend of the show to me. So that's all I want to talk about with this trailer. What did you guys think? Hold on before we go on. Hey, Alexis, I want to acknowledge your super chat. Alexis said, typo on my part. I meant to say, take your time resting up. Now back to the 12K party. Yes. Thank you so much, Alexis. That feels good. 12K. 12,000 people. Yikes. In a good way. So let me get back to your comments about the trailer. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure. Oh, Zabita, thank you so much, my love. Zabita said, no negativity. Nikki is sweet and kind and a respectful person. Thank you. I need to save that so my mother can see it. JG said, you know how sick and hateful you have to be to think that someone has to be a perfect human to speak on people that look like them being gunned down by cops and publicly voice their opinion. It's really, really sad. This is what I will say about that, right? I know it's a common saying, but it's very true. Hurt people, because even when I was watching Porscha's live and people were saying those things, I absolutely knew that everybody who was saying those vile things about all the ladies on the Real Housewives of Atlanta were not in a good place. We're not in a good place. You cannot tell me that if everything in your life is going great, like, and not even if everything is going in your life is going great, if you're just like happy and feeling good, that you can take time to be mean to somebody or write something nasty or go about your way to make somebody feel bad or have a negative moment, right? It's absolutely impossible. We've all been in that space. Like, we've all had good days, we've all had bad days. And if you pull from the good day, you know that nothing, when you're feeling good, feeling fine, nothing can affect you. And you take things a lot differently, right? You are able to, like, things that you probably couldn't have dealt with if you were having a bad day, you would not be able to address it the same way because you're feeling good. So you're just like, you know what? It's not a big deal. But when you're going through something, it's a bigger deal than it should be, right? So I just feel like there are a lot of people who are hurting, a lot of people who are in pain, a lot of people who are going through it. And unfortunately for some, the way they express their pain is by harming others. Hurt people, unfortunately. So for someone who has been that person, let's be real, I used to, because now, you know, like, you're aware, once you're aware of something, you got to do the changes. I used to most certainly be that person who, if I was having a bad day, oh, you were going to have a bad day too, because I don't feel like it, right? Instead of acknowledging that I'm actually dealing with something that is just not going to get better until I deal with the issue. Now it's just like, I'm not saying I won't snap out or have a moment where I'm not feeling good. And so because I'm not feeling that way, I react to a person that way. I'm not saying I will never have that. I've learned to apologize quicker, right? Because sometimes, even when we're not feeling good in that moment, you got to fix that situation, because if you let it linger, it does more harm than what you believe that could be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I'm still like in a bad mood, I should not have snapped out at that person. So it's just like, you know what? I'm sorry. Going through something right now, not an excuse, just the reality. What I said to you and how I said it to you was absolutely wrong. Please forgive me. Just give me a moment to fix this, and I promise you I won't be here long. Like, just acknowledging something that you did wrong and fixing the situation even when you're not fixed. I've learned to just do that even when I'm not okay, because when you're okay, there's so much carnage that you left in the wake of not being okay that you got to fix. And what happens, I'm just speaking from somebody who has been dealing with depression since I was 5 years old. You fall back into that negative space because you're now being reminded of the harm you caused when you were not okay. So as a way to counteract that, so that I don't have to do all of that work and pull myself down lower than I already was, I just get it right that moment, even when I'm not okay. But that's just been years of me, you know, working on that. And not everybody is going to be there. Not everybody is ever going to get there. But it's because I'm able to recognize that, because I used to be like that, I can have a different perspective and not allow it to affect me so much. But it still does. But it doesn't get me to the point where I'm like ready to meet that person in the hell that they're in. No, baby, we all walking through hell. You got to take a different path, okay? At some point, you got to start looking up. At some point, it can't just be you're in this negative space all the time. You got to do some work. Do some work. So I wasn't mad at that person who was, you know, trying to be negative, because they're obviously going through something. There's no way that you're not. There's no way that you're not, because if you're not and you're in a good place, you don't do that. So something's going on. I hope you get it fixed. God bless. You won't be able to do it here. Elle, what are you talking about, sweetie? Where have you been? We have moved on to the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. What reunion trailer? What are you talking about? Nobody is saying that Porscha is eternally innocent. That is your perspective because you probably don't like that woman, and I can't help you. I can help you on that journey. I don't know why you do not like a person who is on a reality TV show. There is nobody. You know what? Let me stop. I'm not gonna lie to you, Elle, because I was about to say there is not anybody on a reality TV show that I do not like. Chris from Married at First Sight. I'm not a fan of his. That's the only one. At the end of the day, it's for your entertainment. Be entertained. If you're not entertained, turn it off. But you should not. I'll just be honest. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, anybody on there should not have an effect on you this way. They should not have such a stronghold over you, Elle. That's just my, advice or my observation of that. You should not. Porscha Williams should not have an effect over you. She just shouldn't. She shouldn't. Oh, Porscha, she absolutely is. Porscha said, I don't know if I believe that LaToya is only getting paid only $1K an episode. She absolutely is. I'm telling you, there is no money in reality TV until there is. Until there is. Reality TV is not like network TV. When you do a network TV show, especially as a series regular, you're getting paid off grip, even if you're not the lead, right? You're starting off with at least $800K. In reality TV, let me tell you something. Reality TV was created because of the writer's strike that I believe happened in 2012. When the writers in LA and the writers union globally went on strike, not globally, internationally, went on strike, there were no shows being able to be produced, filmed, or created because without writers, you have no show. So the writer's strike went on for a very long time. I think almost close to about 2 years, right? The industry was dying. What happened was producers found a loophole with concerning all the unions, SAG, directors, writers union, all of the unions. They found a loophole to be able to still create content, which was one, not hire actors. Because SAG, which is the actors union, linked up with the writers union and said, if you're not going to treat the writers right, our actors are not going to show up to perform that work, right? So all the unions joined together and said, no, it's not going to happen. Hollywood will not work until Hollywood, treats these people right. So what producers did was found a loophole. And in that loophole, if you don't hire actors, you don't need SAG. If you don't hire writers, you don't need the writers union. So what we're going to do is find these people who want to be celebrities, who will act a fool on TV and do what we ask them to do. We won't write it down, right? But we'll sit with them and say, hey, we want to create this show about these ladies who have money living their lives. We want you to, act funny at some times, maybe throw a drink, maybe talk about somebody's affair. They're feeding them storylines, but not writing it down. So you don't need a writer, whereas you don't need the writers union. When you don't have unions, you do not have people who are protected working on your show. So you can pay these people whatever you want to pay them, if not paying them at all. Because let's be real, a lot of these reality TV stars were not making any money until a couple of years. A lot of them were doing this stuff for free. A lot of your favorite reality TV stars were on TV acting a fool for free. And then the next season getting $500. LaToya is absolutely getting $1,000 a show. Absolutely getting, because the union is because reality TV is still so new, it's not as regulated as it should be, just like with new media. It's not as regulated as it should be because the unions are still trying to find a way in and trying to properly describe what it is. So for now, they're going to get away with doing this, right? But when the unions can properly carve out what reality TV is and the need for unions within reality TV, the game will be changed. People will start making money off grip. as of right now, no. It took SAG, what, a half a, almost a half a century to start getting actors properly paid for their work. It's going to take time. So I absolutely believe that girl is getting 1,000. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's Kima said, there's nothing wrong with enjoying the show, but I don't know these people, right? I don't care. I watch the show and I just have a good time. And I come here with my friends and we just chat about a show. But having like a personal feeling about these people, a little too far for me. Little too far. I got a super chat. Let me see. Where is it? Hey, AE, what's up? Say, yes, yep. AE said it was the writer's strike from the early 2000s that caused this. Remember the show Lost? Yep. This show started to tank because of the writer's strike. Absolutely. Because there were no more writers. So you just had producers and directors and anybody, interns, whoever who had an idea throwing it out there. Absolutely. Thank you so much, AE. AE. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. I said 2012. B. Stokes said the strike was in 2007, 2008, I think. Yeah, because it was 15 years ago. That's how we got the Real Housewives of Orange County. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. Tony said, I like when Kenya and Porscha can be a part of the same conversation. You don't have to like each other to be cordial. You don't. Because guys, we do it all the time. There are so many people who work with people they do not like, but you will never know that, right? Because I just have to do this job with you for how many hours, 8 or 6 hours, however long I'm there today. And we don't have to be around each other 24/7. But this is the job that I do have to do. And I do have to work with you as my coworker. I can be cordial, but after work, I'm not hanging with you. I'm not saying hi to you at the 7-Eleven. You know what I mean? After I'm going to get a Slurpee, I see you getting a Slurpee. I don't like you. I don't have to speak to you. But if I'm at work in front of my boss, I'm going to say, good morning. We're at work. Is it fake? Absolutely. But I'm here to get a coin, not be your best friend. They can do it. They really, really can. Miss Brown Sugar said, Nikki, you better than me. There's a lot of people in reality that I don't care for, but they draw me in just as much with their absurdity. Yeah, you can. I'm not saying that you can't have a feeling about these people, right? They're doing their job if you feel some sort of way about them. I just don't think they should be in your everyday life where you just have such a visceral reaction to them, where it's just like, I got to leave a chat because y'all saying nice things about Porscha. What? Why do you care? Oh, you're not saying, oh, you're not team Kenya. I got to go. I don't like this. Let me down the video. Really? She don't know you. She don't know you. Porscha doesn't care that you don't like her. She's still going to be wealthy or rich. I just feel like it shouldn't matter that much to you, where you're being affected like that. You should have some reaction because that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to entertain you and make you feel a certain way, make you like or dislike whatever. But that's like when you go see a movie, when you go see the Avengers, you were cheering and having a good time after it. But then you got in your car and you went home and you lived your life. That's what should happen. That's what should happen with these reality TV shows. I think because these people are playing a bastardized version of themselves, a lot of people believe that this is who they are, and you really don't know that they are, what you're seeing is highly manipulated. I wish you can look at it like that. Listen, it helped me. It helped me. It's just entertainment. That's all it is, family. That's all it is. Thank you so much, Miss Brown Sugar. Oh, wait, was that a super chat? I don't listen. Who knows? Thank you, sis. Thank you. Oh, poor Shakila, you did? What was it like? What was it like? I would be at the front of the gate of Marvel every day, can I come in? I would be so excited. AE. Oh, I got that one. Thank you, AE. There's 2 more. Yes. To Be Black Native said, did you miss my super chat earlier? That was enlightening what you shared about SAG unions and reality TV. I think I did. I am so sorry, guys. I'm telling you, StreamYard is just very different for how I'm used to seeing these super chats. I'm doing my best. I'm so sorry if I missed it, the first one, To Black Native. I got this one. Thank you so much. It's the wrong one. There you go. Thank you so much, To Be Black Native. Yeah, that's just how all of that came along. And that's why, like, reality TV is just, it's not as regulated as network TV, like scripted TV shows, because reality TV is unscripted and it's still very young. Just like I'm talking about with new media, they don't know yet how to protect it or profit from it. So thank you, To Be. Let's go on to another super chat. At this point, I'm going to go through my super chats first, guys, and then I'm going to get into the other conversation so I don't miss them. Sebastian. Hey, Sebastian B. Thank you. Congrats on 12K, Nikki. Thankfully, I'm a fully fledged Pfizer poppy as of tomorrow. I'll work. I cannot wait to belong to the streets. Yes, Sebastian said I can't wait to belong to the streets in 2023. I'm telling you, the streets are calling my name, but they are calling my name in 2023 with Sebastian. I'm not ready yet. Thank you, Sebastian D. Love you. Miss M. Thank you, Miss M, for the super chat. Miss M said, Nikki, you're the only blogger I'm watching during this month of Ramadan. Keeping you in my prayers for 100K. Thank you. Oh, Miss M. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Listen, we have it rough here, right? You know, we had a little dust ups, but I really do. I honestly love and appreciate all of your support. It really, really does mean a lot to me. It really does. I couldn't have done it without you guys. And it's like, we're here. We're doing it. We're doing it. I'm so thankful. I love y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to, because I just scrolled down to get the super chats, but I want to scroll back up to get your comments as well. Oh, Irene! Thank you so much for the super chat, Irene. Nikki, congrats on 12K. You deserve it. Thank you, my love. Thank you. We got another super chat from who? AE said, remember how the cast of Friends banded together to negotiate their contracts with NBC Universal? To this day, they make $30 million each through syndication. Kandi ruined this opportunity for the cast. Really? AE, tell me how. Because I'm not saying that I agree or disagree. I just don't know. I just do not know. Please explain that to me, AE. And you don't have to do super chat. I'm going to look for it. Thank you so much, my love. $30 million. That's what you have to do. But again, it's reality TV. Like, Friends had to do that, you know. And they had a huge union, which is SAG, behind them to make that happen. That's what I'm telling y'all. Unions, get involved. Get involved. Hey, Tracy, thank you for the super chat. Tracy said, I sent a missed super chat to you on Instagram. Thank you so much, Tracy. I'm going to check it out right now. Hold on. Oh, 2B. This is 2B. Thank you, Tracy. This is 2B's super chat said, Drew confirmed for $2,500 per episode and Toya $1,000. Thank you so much, 2B. I absolutely agree with that. Why would Drew get more than LaToya? Drew was coming from network TV. She was on several scripted TV shows, right? So I told you guys, network TV has yet to, or the entertainment industry, period, has yet to really recognize YouTube for the force that it is, right? So they're just thinking, oh, this internet girl is coming to this network TV show. We're helping her. She's not helping us. They don't respect new media yet. They respect network TV, which is why they gave Drew a bit more than they would LaToya. Thank you, 2B. I got it. And thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Let me scroll down because I think I got another one. Miss M. Oh, thank you. Miss M said, Nikki, you're my go-to blogger that really educates us about the industry. Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss M. All right, now I'm going to scroll back up. I'm going to scroll. Oh, Cash App from Michelle. Michelle said, Cash App for fully vaxxed and will be in these streets in 2023. Let's go. Oh, I love y'all. Thank you so much for the super chat. We got another one from Give Me Shelter. Give Me Shelter said, congrats. The comment section is on fire. This live is live. Enjoying this Wednesday combo. Ain't it? Ain't it? Thank you so much for the super chat. Listen, when we get into it, we get into it. Pink Unicorn said, congrats on 12K, my Philly sister. Thank you, Pink Unicorn. Breaking them in. I can't wait. You know what? Because I'm from Philly, I think it depends. My first meetup might be in Philly. I think my first one will probably be in Philly. But don't quote me on that because it could most certainly be LA. Just because I don't know if I'm going to be doing too much traveling. But thank you, Pink Unicorn. AE said in a super chat, Porscha's Instagram when she said there were plans for the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast to conference with Bravo, NBC, Universal. Kandi went ahead and did this on her own as opposed to moving as a unit as was planned. Okay. So they discussed talking to the network about changes, and because Kandi did it on her own, Porscha felt some sort of way. Well, that makes sense. And I can get that. I understand that. I really, really do. Thank you, AE. Thank you for that. That, yeah, I would feel some way. I would feel some sort of way too. Porscha should have just said that. Like how you just explained it. It was really quick. She should have just said it. She should have said, well, we all talked about it. And then Kandi did it without all of us. So we all felt some sort of way. Thank you, L Boogie, for the Cash App. Thank you for happy 12K. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all gonna make me cry. Hey, y'all gonna make me cry. Thank you. Yeah, so I get it. I would feel some sort of way. I would. I would. Again, though, we should not have known this, right? Like, can y'all just entertain us, please? That's how y'all got here, because that's what we tuned in for. I just feel like not just for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, all of these shows, the drama that y'all bring to the audience outside of the show, it's not giving what y'all think it's giving. It's not giving the effect that you are looking for. I think if anything, it's looking to me that you guys are doing this to just activate your fan bases against a person you do not like. And it's just, it's uncomfortable, to be quite honest with you. It is uncomfortable. Hold on, I want to make sure I'm getting everybody, because I was just getting some super chats. Irene, did I finally get your super chat? Let me know. Let me know. Oh, thank you, Elle. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Elle. Elle said, I came for the Kiki because I enjoy your commentary. My comments was in regards to her stance to defend Porscha at all costs, even when she's wrong. Thank you so much for clearing that up. I didn't know that, there were people in the, hold on. There were people in the chat who were, I didn't know about that. I apologize. So thank you so much, Elle, for clarifying that. And I do apologize for that, for coming at you wrong, because I was wrong. Thank you, sis. Elle Boogie, thank you for the super chat. Will, thank you for the super chat. What's going for the Cash App? We got a Cash App from Will. Thank you, my love. We got a Cash App from DM Go Lightly. Thank you, my love. Oh, you guys are so great. We got a Cash App from Elle Boogie. Thank you, guys. 12K. We did it. We did it. We did it. We got 12K. We got our vaccine. Listen, we are doing it. We are doing it because the streets are calling my name. These streets are calling my name in 2023. Tony, what's up, my love? Thank you for the super chat. Tony said, I just had to get it on the action and say congrats on 12K. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. Oh, you guys are great. Oh, God. You guys are great. Oh, my cheeks are hurting. Come on, North Philly. What's up, Pink Unicorn? She said, yes, North Philly. Ow. I don't know what. I think because all of a sudden, since I'm limited with this arm, I want to use it more now. Because I'm a righty. I'm right-handed, so I don't know why I'm doing all this with my left. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was wrong about Elle, and I apologize, my love. My point still stands about people just being too invested in this show. I don't want y'all to be. Seriously, listen, if no other person that you have watched have told you this, none of this is real. Which is why the stuff that they are doing outside of the show to make us form an opinion of what happened on the show, it's like, don't do that, please, because we've already seen it. Listen, let it live, right? Just let it live. It didn't happen on the show. We don't need to know about it. Nobody, I'm telling you, your fan base or the people who watch the show was not taking anything from that Vulture article. They damn sure didn't read it, right? We got a cash app from Kimberly. Thank you, Kimberly, for the cash app. Thank you so much. Like, it's not that necessary. It really, really isn't. It's not real, which is why, you see, even me, somebody who knows this show isn't real, I felt some sort of way about Kenya saying that about Porscha's activism, right? About how it's not real. Now, through reading the article, I'm finding out that she was saying something to Kandi about Porscha not being okay with her going to Bravo to, bring some activism or, do her own, how she feels activism with regards to what's happening at Bravo. But that's how it is. It manipulates an opinion for you. I will say this, although I do understand how Porscha could feel some way about Kandi going to Bravo without informing everybody else within the group. As someone who has worked on group projects, was everybody doing the work, right? Or did Kandi just do it without you guys because she was tired of waiting? That's another thing. When people do stuff together, it's like, I've been in situations where I'm still waiting. I'm like, so are we going to do this? Or, you know what I mean? Like, there needs to be more to that. Because I do get Porscha being upset. I would be upset, right? But then as somebody, like I said before, who has been in group projects, how fast were we moving, or were we not moving at all? Did we have that conversation and then nobody talked about it ever again? Was it just that email and that was it? Like, let's talk about all of it. Let's talk about all of it. I got another super chat. Let me acknowledge this. The Truth said, AE, that is not true. Porscha never said in her live that they had plans to go to the network as a group. Her fans have added that. Thank you so much for the super chat, The Truth. I will say this, though, about the live, The Truth. Porscha did make mention that Tanya and all of them in the group chat were saying what happened. We were supposed to do this together. She talked about that in the live. I didn't make mention of it because because Porscha was jumping all over the place. It wasn't clear to me what she was talking about. AE made it very clear to me what she was talking about. That makes sense that all the other ladies in a separate chat was just like, well, what happened? What is going on? Hey, what is going on is that I'm getting my Cash App lit up. Thank you, Lachelle. Thank you so much. Congrats on 12K. Thank you. I did it, Joe. I did it. Thank you. So that was making a bit more sense to me, The Truth. But again, we keep this one and it, like, who knows? Like, The Truth is in there somewhere. AE said at The Truth, incorrect. Porscha outright said this. She did talk about it in the live. I got to give AE that. Thank you so much, AE. Thank you, my love. She did say that in the live, but she jumped around so much I didn't know what she was referring to. But she did say that. Lene Womack, what's up, my love? Said one, you're beautiful inside and out. Work. Thank you too. Can you please tell us to Adis about this 6'5" demon who had you going through it? I was just on his Facebook. 3, congrats on 12K. Thank you. He wasn't 6'3", he was 6'2". I said if he was 6'5", I would still be in that situation. He was 6'2". He just wasn't a good person. And like, as much as I enjoyed him, I just couldn't live with it. It was just like, the more I enjoyed him, the more I would see like how awful he is. And I was just like, I got to get out of this before I get too deep. And so, you know, I got out of it. Still think about him. Well, not him, but you know, still think about what could have been if he was a good person. So yeah, that's all I'm giving you, Lene. Thank you. Phil. Phil said, congrats on 12K. If you can't all be on a group text, how can y'all go to the execs as a group? Time waits for no man. You better tell it, Phil. Thank you, my love. And I always say this, guys, every time that I do these, because I'm getting more comfortable with StreamYard. So starting, how much time we got? Where are we at? We're in this week. Yep. So we got at least a week and a half left. First week of May. I'm calling y'all up. So I won't like just click on your name and add you to the screen. What I will do is before every live that I do, I'll reach out to you guys either through Instagram or by way of YouTube live. I'm figuring that out too. Letting me know if you want to come on and talk about some things, but I'm just saying, stay camera ready. Stay camera ready. Cool Cat said, Nikki, I love you, but are we supposed to act as Porscha is a truth teller here? LOL, just asking. No, I'm just saying, I'm just going off of what is presented, right? I'm just talking about her live. I'm talking about the Vulture article and also Kandi's response on Good Day DC. That's all I have. I don't know. I'm just giving y'all my perspective from the tea or, you know, the research that I have. I don't have anything else. I don't have any insider. Because at some point, you know, you can exhaust your contacts with just every and any little thing, right? Like the deep stuff, I feel like I can dive into and not bother, you know, and get some stuff, but I don't want to bother them with like stuff like this that don't really make any sense. Because I just felt like this whole thing was necessary. But no, however you feel about Porscha is how you feel about her. I don't feel no way. That ain't my best friend. Like to feel how you want to feel. I won't say, I'm not going to say that she's a truth teller. What I will say is that with AE said made sense to me concerning what I heard her say in the live, because she was talking about how after Kandi went to the execs, Tanya and all of them, all the other ladies on the chat, I don't think Kenya was in there. Nene was, and they were talking about they couldn't believe that she did that. And I'm like, well, what did she do? Because Porscha was jumping around so much. I was confused. I couldn't keep up with her, but AE gave me some clarity. That's all I was saying. But how you feel about that woman is how you feel. Not my monkeys. What? Not my circus. Tiara said, people in here need help. Lord, did I read someone blame Kandi for the legal issues Apollo had with the feds? We too grown to blame others for someone's illegal activities. Yeah, that's unfortunately where are y'all reading this stuff? The comments are going way too fast for me. I can't keep up. That's unfortunately where I believe Kandi and Phaedra started to fall apart. And it's unfortunate because they were really good friends. They were, you know, freaking frat. I love freaking frat. It just when their husbands got involved, their relationship got messed up. I wish that they could have been like how the husbands were and be like, that doesn't have anything to do with our relationship. But, you know, It's unfortunate. Hey, Virgin Love 8, what's up? Say, hey, Nikki, congrats, boo, from New Jersey. What's up? Thank you so much. Thank you, New Jerusalem. Wait, are you saying Jerusalem or New Jersey? Hey, hey, Virgin Love 8, thank you so much for the super chat. Listen, what I love about y'all is that y'all cussing me out. Y'all get me together and then y'all love on me. So it's fine. It's fine. Really, Furious Citizen said if they went as a united front, I do think it could have happened, but we'll never know. Yeah. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. Oh, Furious Citizen also said Phaedra was on Watch What Happens Live or about to. So that means that she might come back because they need something to shake up the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I wouldn't be surprised if she comes back. But if she does, then I think we won't get any Kandi. I think, Kandi's going to stick to her words. Lene. I think Kandi will stick to her words and not be a part of that show. I think then she will leave because she's already doing OLG. So I think she may not come back if Phaedra does come back. But if Phaedra does come back and Kandi is still on the show, they paid her handsomely. They paid her handsomely. Lene, I can't. Dangerous. That boy is dangerous. I was going in the brain. I look back at it now and I was just like, I let a lot of stuff slide. Nope. Nope. You're not going to have me get caught up. Nope. I rebuke him. So reset. So it still wouldn't have stopped us from doing it still wouldn't have stopped us from doing something together. I think you're referring to the ladies going to Bravo. I think whatever they wanted to do could have still happened even after Kandi went to Bravo. I think at that point, people's emotions got in the way and they weren't able to link up together as a unit, which I'm telling you, the Real Housewives of Atlanta have no idea how powerful they are. Those ladies, if they actually linked up together and stood with each other, the changes that could really happen, not just on Bravo, but on their freaking show, baby. JG said, hate to say it, but I don't think Kandi had to wait or there was no movement. She wanted that bag and be able to say that she did activism since she was crying, oh yeah, about Chick-fil-A service and not had one protest. I love Kandi. That was unhinged. That little Chick-fil-A video was a lot worse than I thought it would be. And I was like, what's going on? I would have never filmed that. But again, I'm telling you, this is why the best celebrities or reality stars that you've ever met always have people around them who keep them humble, right? Because when you surround yourself in an environment where everybody's a yes person and everybody is in this like celeb bubble, you don't realize how dumb you sound. Just be real. I.e. Demi Lovato. I watched that video and I was just like, oh, girl, you are way wrong and just need to apologize. But again, I'm not somebody who's in this celebrity bubble. I don't have people catering to me. I don't have an inflated sense of reality. And I can't fault her for having that because that's been her life since she was a child. So her walking in and not being catered to by this yogurt company is something that rattles her because that's been her reality. For people who that hasn't been their reality, they're like, you sound nuts. But to her, she's making perfect sense. And I think when Kandi did that video, she thought she made perfect sense. But it's like the underprivileged people are looking at her like, girl, what? You know what I mean? Like they don't understand because they're so far removed now from what happens to the 99%. They don't get it. But they started there so they had some kind of understanding. But when you're so far removed now and you're just living in this life of luxury and this has been your reality for 20 or so years, You don't understand. There's no way that you could be able to relate. We got a super chat from who? Hey, the truth. The truth said, oh, hold on. Wait. Hey, L Boogie. Demi needs to just sit down, take her L and be quiet. I'm telling you, I think that she thinks that what she's saying is right. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. You have to realize this has been her reality. Adults have catered to this woman since she was a child. She doesn't get it. Hey, the truth. The truth said, I want you to pay attention to the word that Porscha chose. The words. I want you to pay attention to the words that Porscha chose to say in her live. She was very careful about not saying outright that they were in combos to go to the execs first. She used wordplay, and it works. Thank you for the super chat. I'm just thinking about the live. Hold on. I will say this. I agree that she was very careful about not saying that. She was also very careful in trying her best not to say anything bad about Kandi, but also saying that Kenya is the problem. I know that Kandi is a protected person in this circle on this show because of who she was before she got to this show. There's a hierarchy there on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm telling you, Kandi's at the top of it. Now that Nene is gone, Nene was at the top of it just because she was such a popular force on that show. And I don't think that Kandi had a problem with that, right? Because Kandi knows who she is, right? I think that Nene had a problem that there was somebody who was just as beloved on the show as she was. And Kandi was somebody she could not lord over like she could everybody else. But now that Nene is gone, there's a hierarchy there. And that hierarchy is Kandi. Because Porscha was also very careful with how she spoke about her. She did not give the same grace to Kenya. I get it. They don't like each other. But from that live and also my observation on how Kandi is treated on the show, she's the HBIC and they don't want to come for her. And it's not because of who she is on the show. It's because of who Kandi is off the show, who she was before and who she will be after this show. They know what circles Kandi is in. They know the kind of weight her celebrity holds, and they don't ever want to get on her bad side. Let's talk about that. The truth. Thank you. Oh, wait, did I give you this? Thank you for the super chat, my love. It's another super chat. Hey, 2B Black Native said, congrats on 12K. Your skin is lovely. Also, thank you. Also, will producers prefer Phaedra returning or keeping Kandi, who seems to be Andy's fave? Thank you so much for the super chat, my love. That's the thing that I'm I don't know. This is what I think. Because Kandi is a fave, right? Phaedra is a definite fave of Andy's. I don't know if she's a fave of the network, but I know Andy loves Phaedra, and I know it was a lot. I know personally there was a lot for him to have to give her walking papers. But I think they will be fine with letting Kandi go because they have other shows that Kandi is working on with them, right? So I think they will be fine parting ways on this show because they still have a relationship with Kandi in order to bring Phaedra back. And also because Kandi's storyline is just wrapped up. There's nothing, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that she's not interesting, but I feel like we've been on this journey with her for almost 15 years. And it's like, okay, same thing I feel like with the Real Housewives of New Jersey. We have seen all we can see from these ladies. Let's get some fresh cast members in here who will show up to work and let Kandi move on into her other endeavors with the network. So I think they will be fine letting her go because their relationship with her is not ending. They're doing new and better things and bringing back Phaedra. And it won't be in favor of bringing back Phaedra, but it will be like, listen, Kandi, we've gone to the end of the road with you. Let's start something fresh new here. Let's get paid more money. And I think Kandi is going to go where the money resides because she's smart. So I think that's going to happen. But I do know that the network loves her, which is why Kandi was the only one. See, let's talk about it. Kandi was the only one who was able to get a seat at the table with the executives. The ladies couldn't do it on their own. They had this whole thing, but we'll link up together to make change. Kandi made change on her own. That's probably what the real problem is, because y'all can't get a seat at the table with the network like Kandi can. That's another thing, right? I don't understand getting mad at your castmates when the network puts something in or take, like, this is the thing, right? The production company gives the network the show. The network says yay or nay to things that are in it. They have the first and final say. Like, so what we see that comes to TV is what they approve. Nobody is sending anything to, like, the production company, the cast members are not sending anything to our TV screens that the network has not approved, right? I never understand on these reality TV shows where they get mad at their cast members for the way, you know, the network or production made them look. Why are you getting mad at your cast member who has no control over their image because you all sold your image to this network, right? None of y'all have control over your image on the show. Why are you getting mad at your cast member and not meeting with the executives who made the call on that stuff that will be in and out of the show? Get mad at them. Have relationships with them, because how I know that Porscha does not have the kind of pull with the network that Kandi does is because she said, I didn't know that they weren't going to put that in. She did say that she suggested something, right? But she was not quite sure, right? Just in her talking about her talking to the network, it just seemed very timid. It didn't seem very sure. It just did not seem to, or appear to me, that she actually was able to be on the phone with a network executive. I think it's totally different with Kandi. I think Kandi can show up to NBC Universal, and I think she can take a meeting with the CEO of NBC Universal and have a conversation about content, her image, all of that stuff. I don't think Porscha has that same pull, and I think that's because, again, of who Kandi was before the show, who she is now, and who she will be after the show. Listen, celebrity hierarchy is a very real thing. A very real thing, which is probably why NeNe always had a problem with Kandi, because although you were the most beloved and the most popular on that TV show, you were not Kandi. You probably couldn't have a seat at the table with the execs like Kandi could, and she probably wasn't as popular as you were at that time, right? That's where a lot of them started having issues with, because NeNe was mad that Kandi was getting these spinoffs when she wanted to be the one who had the spinoff. And I'm just like, well, I get what you're saying, but you're not Kandi. You're not Kandi. And that's just the true tea. That's just the true tea. Porshecula said, yes, Nikki, that's what I believed all along. We know NeNe was upset about the pull Kandi has. We saw it before. I think NeNe put the battery in Porscha's back and she fell for it. Points were made. Shannon said, I just finished washing my hair, listening as I detangle. Well, thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your hair journey. Keisha Miller said, do y'all think Kandi's demands of the network open up the executive producer's job that Porscha has now? What? Wait, Keisha, what? Porscha's an EP on what show? I need some more tea. I'm a mess. Some more information. Elle said, she said NeNe would go with ideas, but she didn't want her whole family to be on the show. And she wanted the shows, but didn't want to reveal everything. And that's not how reality TV works. Thank you, Elle, for that information, because I was not aware of that. I was not aware of that. I'm just reading your comment again. But NeNe didn't want her whole family to be on the show. The reason why I'm reading this again is because I do remember hearing this. I do remember hearing she did not want her whole family on the show because she didn't think they were as polished. That would have been great. Bougie NeNe and her unpolished family. So you can't go to the network with ultimatums, especially if you're not a Kandi. You know what I mean? Like you can't, certain pool you just do not have, especially in reality TV. AE said, respectfully disagree with your assessment of Kandi and Porscha and Nene. Kandi got spinoffs because she is open with her life on the show. Kim Z got a whole damn show and has less money than all. Kim Z is white. Kim Z is white. She got with this football player and she had a lot of kids and she went to a white ran network and asked for a TV show. Not the same. You can't compare them. They're in no way the same. Kandi got spinoffs because of her celebrity. Kandi got spinoffs because she has, like you said, has been very open with her life, but also the people in her life are interesting, which is what I was saying about Drew. If she plays her cards right, get out of that that judgmental Christian, place that you have been these last few episodes, come back to reality. Drew can most certainly have spinoffs because the people in her family are interesting to watch. But we cannot disregard the race factor there concerning Kim Zolciak. If Kim Zolciak was black, I guarantee you she would not have a spinoff. She wouldn't. That's just true tea. We're still in America. We're still in America. What's up, Ordered Steps? Oh, wait, AE. Thank you so much, my love, for the super chat. Ordered Steps, what's up? Ordered Steps said, hey, Star fam, I can't stay because I'm still at work. Thank you for stopping by. Congrats, NikkiStar TV on 12K. Dropping a like as I leave. Love y'all and love you, Ordered Steps. Thank you so much. Thank you, family. Oh, let me move on. Child, we've been on the Real Housewives of Atlanta for too long. I had some other stuff I wanted to talk to you about. This Real Housewives of Beverly Hills trailer. Hold on. Zavita, do you remember? Zavita said, sorry, No Scrubs was a national anthem my freshman year in college. Do you remember the song No Pigeons? I don't want no pigeons. That be the girls that get no love from me. Do y'all remember that song? That was the retaliation song that some guy group made because men were mad that we were saying we don't want you if you're like riding in the passenger side of your best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Ow. Right? So men were mad about that. So they created some rap group created this song called No Pigeons. I remember me and my girls, we were walking. This was like back in the day when the gallery was ratchet. Walking through the gallery, just, being cute and young, singing a song. And like these group of guys from across the way where we were at, I think were they at Wendy's and we were at Cinnabon? One of them places. But we were like singing it and then like, we're just having fun, right? No, we know people watch it, right? But we're just having fun. We're being cute. All of a sudden we hear these guys, we don't want no pigeons. That be the girls that get no love from me. Corny. Just let us have our moment. Just let us have our anthem. Y'all so sensitive. Oh, wait, AE lighting me up. Hold on. Let me get to AE. AE said, Kim Z is white and have the NFL husband and gives her whole business online. This is why she got her show and Nene was in her feelings. Nothing to do with Kandi. No, AE, she actually, I don't watch her show all the time because it just get a little uncomfortable, but you have to watch Nene's show here on YouTube. She got beef with Kandi about them shows because she felt like Bravo was prioritizing her over Nene, but it's just like, listen, you don't have that celebrity and you just are not bringing the content that she is bringing. It's business, guys. It's business. You can't get at the network for making a financial choice that they think is going to benefit their network. That's why they're there. They made that decision to give Kim Zolciak a spinoff because one, she went to them with that. Two, although they have a hit TV show with a fully black cast, they have a majority white audience base. And when the one white person on that hit reality TV show said, I want to do this, they said, why not? It looks like money to us. It doesn't look like money to me. They never get the views, but they keep that show on. You still got to appease that fan base, that subscriber base. So I do believe that it also has something to do with Kandi, but we can respectfully agree to disagree, my love. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, AE, again, AE said, I watched NeNe's YouTube, but she never mentioned Kandi. Okay, like I said before, we can respectfully agree to disagree. I know what I'm talking. I know what I saw. I don't feel like going back and forth about NeNe's YouTube, but this was like one of her first videos where she was crying and she was in a was it a hotel lobby? But again, we can respectfully agree to disagree. Thank you for the super chat. Yvette, hold on, I'm about to get to you. Hey, Yvette. Oh, wait, AE, are you NeNe? Hey. Hey, Yvette said, congrats on 12K, Nikki. Kandi is boring. Her family is boring. Her spinoffs are boring. Her dog is boring. Lord. This comment section is polarized. Thank you so much, Yvette. Thank you. I could not have gotten here without you, and I appreciate your support. Thank you. Oh, really? What's that show, Furious Queen? I gotta get some more water. What is that? What is her show called? I wouldn't mind it because I feel like I'm gonna have to watch the way Twitter is promoting this show. I think I'm going to have to watch Jocelyn's Cabaret. I just feel like I'm going to have to. I've damn near seen the show on Twitter, so I just feel like I got to invest in this mess. Elle said, try as I might, I've never met a single soul that watches Don't Be Tardy. Don't Be Tardy, LOL. I don't know why Kim still has that show. Same, Elle, same. One more, and then I'm going to go into... Oh, wait, I got all the super chats. Okay, let me now move on into the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Hold on. What? Oh, shoot. I just realized I got to stock up on my Becca because they're closing in August. I had to, what is today? I'm sorry. I got to buy my Becca lip gloss. The chocolate geode and my Becca chocolate lipstick. I got to buy that. So let me, hold on. Buy Becca gloss and lipstick. Ciao. Because my girl is going out of stock. Or not, I mean, not going out of stock, but she's, going out of business. They're discontinuing Becca, so I need to get all my lip gloss before they're gone. Anyway, let's move on to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let's talk about that trailer. I wanted to do a separate video for you guys, but, we're here. So anyway... don't be tardy for the AE said, no, I'm not NeNe. Thank you, my love. Thank you for the super chat. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The reason why I'm watching is because of this trailer. Because from what I've seen, they are giving it to Erica, right? They are not letting Erica up for air. I'm not saying that I am watching because I want to see this woman destroyed. I want to see her hurt and crying. I'm not saying that, right? I'm watching because I feel like finally the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is going to be honest with what is happening with their cast. Far too many times they have allowed real life things that are happening to their cast while they're filming. I don't care what happens off the show. When the season is filming, they protect them in such a way that is so unfair because they do not do that for any other reality TV show that they have on that network. And I hated that. I strongly disliked it. And I was not in until I saw this trailer because everybody is saying, Erica, the math ain't mathing. This ain't adding up. What's going on with your marriage? What's going on with these funds? Can we talk about the children of the parents who died in that plane crash that you stole money from? Let's get into it. They are getting into it, and I am here for it. Finally, we are honestly talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It only took us, 11 years? Now we're finally getting real and talking about these ladies. So I'm excited about that. Not excited about what Erica is going to have to endure. Not excited about what she did to have this season. But finally, they are giving us the real honest tea that happens on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So I'm very excited about that. Kathy Hilton, why are you here? Kathy, why are you slumming it on this show? I was not excited about seeing Kathy Hilton. I will say there was this one scene in the trailer where she was talking about her home being like $53 million. And something was like, I've never felt so poor in my life. I will say Kathy Hilton does bring wealth to this show. But Kathy, I just feel like this is beneath you. I really, really do. I feel like you're slumming it. I feel like you just don't have nothing going on, right? Your kids are out the house, you're empty nesting, you know what I mean? Your husband is probably off playing golf all day. You have watched everything on QVC and bought everything on QVC. You can't buy another thing. What do? Go on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because you ain't got nothing else to do. You too wealthy for this show, mama. You gonna have to get gutter. Now, your first season might be fine. They might play with you nice. But your second season, that Renna, that Lisa Rinna gonna get in your behind. Just know. Sutton, everybody is coming for Sutton, which means to me that she is earning that diamond this season. Everybody is coming for Sutton, so Sutton is stirring the pot. And I can't wait. I said, my girl Sutton is earning this diamond. Everybody is coming for her. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm probably going to go off on Erica. I'm probably going to read my girl for filth. Ooh, it's hard for me to say it, but I'm probably going to read her for filth on that episode where she tries to like intimidate Sutton, and she's saying to her, what did she say? Or she threatens her something where she's saying, or else what? Or else what? And Sutton is just like, or else nothing. And Erica, that's what I thought. Come on, Erica. Come on. I hope you are not coming at Sutton like that because she's asking the right questions concerning your situation. Like, you can't be mad at anybody. You can't come for anybody concerning what is going on with you. You're not the victim here. There's far too many victims that our hearts are going out to that you benefited from. So I feel after that scene, we're going to go up on my live about that. I just feel it because that was so ugly. It was, even out of context, it was ugly. And I did not like how she talked to Sutton. But Sutton, what are you doing to the new girl, Crystal? I feel like I'm a like Crystal. So you don't see color? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm a like Crystal. Although she coming for Sutton, I feel like she coming for something off of something that's validated. I like the new girl. I feel like Crystal is going to make the splash that I wanted Garcelle to make last season, but she was so booked and busy doing filming Coming to America 2 with no lines. She was so busy she couldn't be as involved in the show as I wanted her to be. But I feel like Crystal is going to make the splash that I have been looking for. I'm excited about this season, and I wasn't. I'm excited about these ladies. I think they're going to bring it. I will say this. The way they are not letting Erica come up for air, for me, seems a bit unfair. Here is why. Just last season, we lightly talked about Dorit and PK and their scams and their scandals that they were dealing with on the show. We did not we barely talked about it last season. And then the season where the cameras were actually there, when that lady confronted Dorit about her and PK defrauding her, they didn't film that, right? Then we get here, and on the first episode, all we get from Dorit and PK is, oh, well, we're taking care of it. And then that's it. Now we come to this season, and every episode is going to be about Erica and talking to her about her divorce and her husband scamming and all of that, right? Every episode is going to be about that. Just it seems that it's going to be about that. Like, it's going to be the main storyline. It does seem unfair. If I was Erica, right? It would seem very unfair to me that now my mess got to be the storyline for everybody when it wasn't the same just a season ago. That's my feelings. What are your feelings about it? Let's get into it. Black Gal said, we finally get to see the real Erica. That makeup is horrendous. Yes, what was going on? Did she have to fire her glam squad? Because is this her doing her makeup? Because I was just like, that is not your shade. Erica, what's going on? Oh, we're going to see her go through it. We're going to see her go through it. Tara said Sutton is tougher than she looks. Southern woman with intelligence. I like Sutton. I like her. Jimmy G said, no more $40,000 a month glam squad. It wasn't necessary. Erica, they weren't doing, no shade. They weren't doing anything that, 16-year-old gay boys weren't doing on Instagram. Like, they weren't doing anything that, in my opinion, was worth $40,000. Simply Simone, she working for it. She working for it. Sutton is getting into it with everybody. I'm like, come on, Sutton. Sutton is showing up to work, and all I can do is applaud her. All I can do is applaud her. Makeup Addict said, wealthy people like fame, so Kathy fits in. Absolutely, right? I just feel like I just feel like Kathy has too much money to be on this show, but that's what she wants to do. Let her do it. But Kathy, you got to get gutter. We are not going to sit here and watch you talk about your $53 million home and that's it. No, what's going on? Where's the shade? Where is it? You got to come to work just like Sutton. Keisha Miller said, did Sutton get a diamond because she can show her family or because she is going after, I guess, certain people on the show? I think so. Because I didn't read anything where we're going to see her children. I just think that Sutton probably got her diamond because she's getting into it with everybody. Come on, Sutton. Sutton said, if I can't show my kids, I'm going to show my behind. How about that? You know what, Black Gal? You're not the first person who said that. Black Gal said, Kathy Hilton is here to clear her name from that Paris documentary. You are not the first person who has said that. Oh, what time is it? 2:30? I've been on here with y'all for too damn long. Ciao. Yep. And Jimmy G said the same thing. Kathy is here to rehab her image after that Paris documentary. I got to watch that. I have to watch that. No Furious Citizen. Kathy is the one with who in the trailer is talking to Sutton about her $50 million home. Wait, I got a super chat from somebody. I want to highlight it. Hey, AE. AE said, we need all the sisters. Kathy, Kyle, and Kim with Paris stopping by and maybe Nicole Richie to stop by too since they're all cool. Thank you for the super chat and something we can finally agree on. Because I agree. I absolutely agree. But we will never get Kim, who, in my opinion, is the best thing that ever happened to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We will never get her because of her struggles, unfortunately. But she was the best thing that ever happened to that show. Losing Kim was, sad days for Beverly Hills. They're still trying to get back what she brought to that show. Priscilla said, I just want Kyle Rennett and Dorit skeletons exposed. We need balance. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kaylina said they're going to float on Erica's back until the last episode. I think so too. They ain't letting her up for air. They ain't letting her up for air. Jonas, hey baby, said, remember how Bravo aired the reunion, how upset Kyle was that LVP brought up Mauricio sleeping with a trans woman. 1, breaking the fourth wall. 2, any other cast, especially Atlanta, would have to discuss. Oh, I didn't know anything about that. And I think the correct term is trans. I think. Let me know, LGBTQ family or trans family. Let me know. I think the correct term is trans. Thank you, Jonas. JG said, right, the cast banded together to not speak about Dorit scamming and allowed Kyle to shut down talks of her family's lawsuit for years. Yep. Come on, Jimmy. That pissed me off, Jimmy. Jimmy said, I will never forgive the producers for not airing that footage of Dorit being chased around the pool from her creditors. Guys, I'm telling you, when I saw that footage and I saw the cameraman holding his camera down here, I was just like, oh no, they are not going to do that. When every woman on these reality housewife shows, when every woman on those housewife shows has to give everything. We filmed Teresa Giudice up until she entered that prison. You mean to tell me we can't film this woman running up on Dorit and saying, where the hell is my money? Nope. Nope. Y'all filmed her daughter crying, singing a song about her family breaking up, waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things. Y'all filmed that child crying about her mother and her uncle fighting. But we can't film Dorit's creditors trying to get their coins? No. Me either, Elle. Elle said we started to see the real Erica at the end of last season. I didn't like how she jumped on Garcelle at the reunion with the other ladies. I don't like follower Erica. I like Erica when she stands on her own 2 feet. When she starts to follow, this is my thing. I don't know what kind of pull Kyle has over there at Beverly Hills, but a lot of these ladies fall in line under Kyle. Kyle? I don't understand. I don't understand how she is able to get them all together. But when Erica at the reunion called Kyle the queen of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, now that Lisa was gone, I was just like, you a flunky? How unfortunate. I don't get it. I would love to see her stand on her own 2 feet. I don't know if we'll ever be able to get that, but I just don't get it. You know who I would love to be on this show, and I don't know why it has never happened? Faye Resnick. Faye Resnick is so good for this show. I don't know why. I don't know why she doesn't have a diamond. I can't say your name because my video gonna get striked. But said, Be Not Me said, no, it's absolutely fair. Erica has set for 5 seasons and done absolutely nothing. Time to start earning that check. Y'all are sick of Erica. Well, tell it, Tara. Tara says Sutton has nothing to hide. Her money wasn't from other people's pockets. Can I say, this chat is letting me know we are going to have a good time during my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills lives. We're going to have a good time. I can't wait. I can't wait. I don't think that's going to happen, Priscilla. Priscilla said Kathy better expose Kyle the way Kim did. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Kyle and Kathy are closer than both of them are with Kim, because I think Kathy said in the trailer that either Kim changed her number or blocked one of them. Kim don't rock with them at all. Because let's talk about it. Kim was the sister that was the rich one. She was the one that married that oil baron. She was the wealthy sister first. Right. So that's always been Kim's problems with her sister, because when she got divorced and started, having, substance abuse issues, they started acting like that she was the raggedy sister. And Kim always let them broads know, oh, no. Oh, I was the one that brought coin to this family. She was the first one who started working in network TV, and she was the first one to marry wealthy. Trying to comfort my girl. I miss her on that show, but I get it. I get it. Just because of what happened in Jinsha, now everybody in somebody's glam squad is a part of the FBI. Can I tell you, I cannot wait for Wendy Williams to produce that Lifetime movie about the FBI informant who worked on Jinsha's glam squad. It hasn't happened. Wendy hasn't said anything about it, but I feel like something like that is going to happen sometime soon. Anyway, Furious Citizen said, why do I feel like the FBI was in Erica's glam squad? Because of the way they came for her. Probably was. It probably was Mikey. Agent Mikey. Wait, there's a black Vanderpump Rules? Are you saying that's what you want? Or are you saying that's actually happening? Let me tell you something, guys. Let me brag on my skincare routine for a minute. I'm telling you, when I do my favorite videos or like businesses that I love, I'm talking real tea. I'm not selling you nothing. I'm not getting nothing from those people. They are not paying me in any way. This right here. Oh, did I turn it off? Child. I done turned off my beauty fridge. Turned it back on. Oh, Bolden. This Bolden glow mask. Sorry, it's a little frosty. I had it in my beauty fridge. Right here. What is it? Glow mask, glow hydrating mask. 20 minutes, sometimes 30, every night. Change the game. Change the game for my skin. Bolden glow hydrating mask. It's not a game. Not a game. I'm glowing. Work. Morgan D said, I like Sutton too, but Crystal, who is the Asian housewife, the newcomer, she looks like she's calling her out about some race stuff. You think so? I think they're probably, oh God, I think the Housewives of Beverly Hills are obviously going to have a conversation about Black Lives Matter, and I think Sutton is going to say something dumb like, I don't see color, and I think Crystal is going to be like, you don't see color. And I think that's when their problems are going to start. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm excited for Crystal. She was giving me Real Housewives of New York energy. I wish she was on that show because I feel like Beverly Hills is going to be too dull for her, but I like her. Jimmy G said they let Dorit slide. Her and PK already moved out of their forever house that was owned by 17 different people. Liars, frauds. Wow, I did not know that. The house they were fixing up last season? Wow. Wow. Yeah. Rocky said, when Erica said, or what? I said, oh. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? In my charade voice. Me too. I'm like, what you gonna do to Sutton? Like, why you mad at her like that and not your husband? Girl. Elle said, I hope Kathy has a decent personality. I hate when famous people come on the show and we realize they're trash in real life. I know. Then we don't even feel comfortable buying their products anymore. I'm telling you, there are so many people who I'm just like, you just need to, make that money from your brand. Do not come, from out of the money and let us see who you really are. So many people have ruined their coin like that. I Am Rachel, but they've done it before, sis. I Am Rachel said there's no way they were not going to show her situation. It's all over the media. So was Dorit. They didn't show. So that's why I'm just like, I was not invested in this show until I saw this trailer. Now I'm just like, okay, if we're really going to talk, let's talk. Let's talk. Furious Citizen said, do they still make RHONY? Because if they do, the Real Housewives of New York, because if they do, they need to recast it. You know what? From the trailer I saw, I'm going to agree with you, but we'll see. My opinion may change when they drop another trailer, and because I'm loyal to the show, so I'm still going to watch the Real Housewives of New York. Don't know if I'll review it, but we'll see. That's going to be a case-by-case basis. But the trailer did not look good to me. I was not excited. Oh, that what you think, Jimmy? Jimmy said, I think that Crystal is mad about Sutton being loyal to Dolce & Gabbana because they're anti-Asian. I don't know. I won't say that, personally, I don't know if they're anti-Asian. I do know they have said some problematic stuff and they have had some tax issues. You know that both of the creators of Dolce & Gabbana just got out of prison? Italy locked them up. Italy will lock up billionaires. I was so surprised. A billionaire ain't never getting locked up in America, but they locked up. They both did a year for tax evasion. Both of them, back to back, locked up and came out more problematic than when they went in. Lord. Oh, yes. Orange Turtle said, who is talking about Joe Giudice? Who is his new partner? I was watching Wendy Williams. Shame on me. Sorry, Jesus. And she is with the dude. I'll talk about Teresa. And she is with the dude that's apparently like a sex crazed rabbit. Yeah. So Teresa. What? Oh. Somebody just sent me something about Bethany's show, The Big Shot. Girl, bye. So Wendy Williams was talking about all housewife stuff, and Teresa, her new man came up. Her new man, who we will probably see on the show either this episode or the next episode. He apparently his ex-girlfriend says that not that he's a sex addict, but he is somebody. Oh, Andy was on with her. He is somebody who requires like sex 3 times or more, like 4 times a day. And Andy was like, well, he's going to be a perfect match for Teresa because she wants to be with somebody who wants to have sex 3 times a day. I just don't, for people who are 50 plus in the chat, if you're here, so your sex drive don't die down. Just my God. Just, I'm thinking about Stephanie from 90 Day Fiance wanting to have sex 6 times a day. I just don't feel like I want to be in my golden years getting banged 3 or 4 times a day. Lord, like Teresa, you are 50 and you and your man banging 4 times a day, Monday through Sunday. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Anyway, I just gotta what I get. Hey, B. Harrington, thank you so much for the Cash App. Thanks for the 12K. Thank you. So that's what, Andy said he could be the perfect partner for her because he likes sex a lot. It don't die down. I thought that but you know what? I told you about my grandmother. So, child, if I'm anything like her, I'm gonna be banging till the Lord calls me home. Anyway, Cameron Knight said after Jen Shah and Erica, it's going to be Kyle and Maurizio. You think so? Kyle is like the freaking Teflon Don of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. They don't never say nothing about her. Because I've heard that about Maurizio getting money from his investors and running off. I did hear a little rumbling about that too. I don't know if it's going to make it to air. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, Miss Gigi. Thank you. Listen, she is a mess, okay? I told you about the love triangle she's been in, and I've been like, listen, I know I'm an adult, but I'm still not ready to talk to you like this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not ready for that. You were still my grandmother. No. No. Oh my God. Be Not Me said nursing homes have extremely high STD rates. Oh God, it's not dying down, y'all. I'm going to get hornier the older I get. Lord. I'm supposed to be like making apple pie and watching my grandkids, not getting banged 6 times a day. Lord. No. Oh, wait. That's the next thing. Oh, okay. Let me move on. Because we will be here for almost 3 hours. Lord, let me move on. I'm talking to y'all. I love y'all. But I gotta move on. Jonas said, Crystal is married to the director of the first Lion King. Let me say that again. The Lion King. Sis is sitting on a pile of money and way above this show like Kathy is. I had no idea. Let me move on to real quickly the Real Housewives of Potomac, that sneak peek, and then we'll get into the Real Housewives of New Jersey looks. So the quick sneak peek that Bravo showed on their website and after the Real Housewives of Atlanta, this last episode, for me, the sneak peek was everything. Real Housewives of Potomac became my favorite of the franchises last season. And from what I saw from that sneak peek, they are definitely going to deliver, because to end that sneak peek with Wendy, like, does anybody want a titty? What? The ladies are going to bring it, because it seems like this season again is going to be not Robin, but Giselle and the Grand Dame going to be going after it again. Giselle saying her man's penis don't work. The Grand Dame saying her coochie is dried up. Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready for Potomac. I'm telling you, they have surpassed, in my opinion, for me as a viewer, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that was my number one out of all the franchises. But Potomac, they are bringing it, and I am excited to see them. Excited for them. Hold on. What you say, Elle? Elle said you can walk and chew gum at the same time, even as you get up in age, child. I thought it was going to die down. Listen, these older ladies are coming out and saying, listen, I'm a grandmom, but I still like what I like. And I'm not slowing down. Ciao. Let me check my Instagram because I believe Tracy sent the reunion looks to me. Thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Let's get into the Real Housewives of New Jersey looks. Hold on, let me open this in the app. What happened? I said open, switch the app. Come on, Twitter. Don't do me like that. All right. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so here are the looks for the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Be Not Me said, I'm glad that Karen and Giselle are not faking anymore. They're finally embracing the fact that they can't stand each other. See, this is what I was talking about when I was saying what I wanted for Porscha and Kenya. Can we at least have this? Giselle and the Grand Dame don't like each other, but they can still work together. That's what I need for them to be able to do, because these two, their hate for each other is now so ugly. I don't even know if they could be in the same room. I really don't know. Zabita said, one lady's night on is another lady's night off. Oh, God. Yana said, Bravo always kills me using Giselle getting dragged from hell and back for promotional strategy to lure viewers because they know that's what we want. Listen, because Giselle has a mouth, and at least she owns it. She be like, I've been saying stuff on the show, so I'm not surprised that I get it back. So at least, like, this is the thing about Potomac. Aside from Candace and what's the other lady's name? Monique. Aside from them just getting so personal and just taking the show to a low, aside from that, these ladies show up to work, and even when they're not like on the show, when they're off the show on like Watch What Happens Live or doing an interview, they own up to their mess. They're not like Drew, who like throws a rock and hide their hands, just like Kenya. It's just like, oh no, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean to do that. That's not what I said. I didn't mean it like that. They are on these interviews and they were just like, yeah, I didn't like her in the moment, so that's what I said. Thank you. Just own it, you know, and be like, yeah, well, you know, we don't like each other, so this is how we talk to each other. Or, well, that's what happened. That's how I felt in the moment. I apologize later. I just feel like what I like about Potomac is that they're just open and honest about everything, even their mess. I love that about them, which is why they've become my favorite show. Me too, because it's just so fun to watch, Helena. Helena said, Karen and Giselle's feud is my favorite thing. I love them both because it's just, they don't like each other. They're both open and honest about it, but they keep it on the playground. It never gets so low where they're going to be fighting each other in a barn or going, you know, to different platforms talking about each other. They keep it on the show and they give us the best and funniest reads. I love it. That little sneak peek, I was like, I can't wait for this scene. Well, your husband's penis is dried up like your coochie. What? Does anybody want a titty? That's what I love. That's what I want from the Real Housewives. I miss the comedy and fun. Let me tell you something. There was nothing more iconic than when the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, when them bros was in Paris, and all Kim did was this. Let's talk about the husband. Baby, that dinner lit up. Lisa said, what did you say? And it was on. Kyle is running out. Her cape is, blowing in the wind. You know, glasses are throwing. Eileen, you beast. Like, that was such an iconic moment, right? Because Kim showed up to work and she rattled them broads. But the reason why it was so good was because everybody was reacting in a way that the camera was like catching everything. And it was just like a once in a lifetime thing that will probably ever happen on those shows. But it was just so iconic because all of this, it always happens with these ladies at a dinner table, but all of this happened at a dinner table. And if you're not a part of it, it's completely absurd. It's completely absurd, which is what the Real Housewives are supposed to be. Just an absurdity of a certain kind of woman. That's what we want. When y'all take your job too seriously, we don't enjoy it. We don't enjoy it. I need them to get back to that. I need them to get back to that. Wait, I have to agree. I have to agree. Orange Turtle, they are like dysfunctional siblings, verbally abusing the crap out of each other, then switching personalities. Oh, I love you. Let's have wine and then scratch each other's faces. Yes, I'm telling you, probably after they had this argument at the dinner table, Giselle is probably going to go over to Karen's house and be like, Karen, why don't you like me? I want us to fix this. I love them. I love them. Yes, Helena. Oh, you are coming with the points today. Helena said, Giselle knows she's messy and she's very self-aware. I find it endearing and kind of relatable. Yes, she knows what she's showing up to work. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, I'm glad you're here, Chocolate Capricorn. Oh, Amsterdam. Wait, who said it? Who said it? That was the Amsterdam dinner from hell, and it will go down in history. You beast! How dare you? Just perfect. This is why I miss Kim. She said one thing, and she shook that whole table. Dare I say, she shook all of Amsterdam. Let's talk about the husband, because I'm telling you, Kim was about to drop some tea. Okay. Oh gosh, I miss her on that show. I miss her on that show. Yes, let's give Kim her flowers. Kimberly said, Kim is a legend. I wish she was together enough to do the show. Kim was great. Must be the name. Yes. Yeah, she was great for the show. She was great for the show. Priscilla said, my mom's not a fan of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but she was gagging at that dinner scene. We all were. We all were. To this day, she randomly quotes their lines. Any season that Kim was on, it was like, yo. Kim knew what reality TV was. She will be missed on that show. Chocolate Capricorn said, remember back in the day of Real Housewives and the husbands were really heavily involved. Yeah, just like the Real Housewives of New Jersey. The Real Housewives of New Jersey, their husbands remain being involved with the other ones. I think when the husbands start doing mess, they fall back. They fall back. Yes, give Kim her flowers, not the bunny. I'm going to give this back because I don't feel like it was given to me with the right spirit. Here you go, Lisa. Oh, she was good. Oh, she was good. I miss her. Huli, hey baby, said, don't you think another season is because other ladies haven't accepted that it's their actual job? Hence, Potomac can fight each yet still be celebrated by each other. You know what? I don't have an answer for that. I don't have an answer for that. I really, really don't. I think we were all disappointed when that fight happened on Potomac. I think it did bring, new viewers to the show, but I felt like if you watched the show from the beginning, you were disappointed. You were really disappointed. And unfortunately, Monique and her binder are not coming back. It just had to be that way. One or both of them had to go. So, but it seems like the ladies are still going to bring it. So I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, I love the husbands on Married to Medicine. Absolutely love the husbands. They're good. The husbands are good. Lisa sat there till that tear came down. JG said, I really don't think some of y'all watched season 1 of Potomac because Karen was at Giselle's neck and acting above her as her wigs were in the middle of her head and exposing her non-existent edges. Jade, you are the kind one here. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I love the husbands. I can't wait for them. I cannot wait for the Real Housewives of Potomac. Anyway, before I get out of here, let's talk about the looks. Let's start with, this is for the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Let's start with Teresa. I'm going to say it right now. There's a Fashion Nova spirit over all of these housewife shows, and we got to stop. We have got to stop. Teresa, what's going on? What's this, mama? And I'm not saying she looks bad, right? But the Real Housewives of Atlanta, no shade, aside from Kandi, those ladies killed. Those ladies killed. You know what I just had a taste for? It could be this vaccine. What time is it? I think I might go do it. I just got a taste for those for the fried zucchini or wagon wheel platter from Black Angus. Very specific desire. Is it this vaccine? Ciao. Maybe I need to go get that. Anyway, yeah, Teresa, I don't know. I felt like I've seen you do better. Especially, you know, her best look for me at the reunion was that green dress that she wore. You know, the reunion where she threw Andy over. She lifted that man up and threw him into a chair. That was her best look. This, not so much. I feel like I'm seen it before. And I also don't like thin sequins. I feel like thin sequins to me sometimes can look a little cheap. Like big affluent sequins, you know what I mean? But thin sequins sometimes can read a little cheap. She looks gorgeous always, but I wasn't here for this outfit. That wasn't it for me. Melissa, what in the prom 2009? What's going on, ladies? What's going on, Melissa? Of course she looks gorgeous, but no. I don't know. I'm kind of over the bodysuit and see-through dress. Like, y'all gotta when Beyonce does a trend, y'all gotta let it die at some point so she can create something else. Beyonce wore a bodysuit and everybody lost their damn mind. If you can see it, yeah, it's like a brown bodysuit and a wedding dress. I don't know why. Dolores, I've seen her in better. Cute. Like, I'm not saying that these ladies look a mess, right? They do not look like the Real Housewives of Potomac, okay? That reunion was the worst dress reunion I've ever witnessed. I've seen Dolores in better. And I think her body, I don't know, I wish she would have wore something that framed her body a bit better. Margaret, I actually like this. I actually like this on Margaret. Now, this is cute. This is cute. I actually like this. The seams are a little rough, but I actually like it. Jennifer, I just like Jennifer, so I don't think the seams are a little rough on this one too, but I like Jennifer. She looks great. She looks great. I would have wanted a different outfit though, but you know, it is what it is. They gave them white, so they did the best they could. Jackie, if we didn't have, wait, where is it? If we didn't have this part right here, that little train part, if that wasn't a part of it, for me, she would be the best dressed. Darn it. Hope y'all can see it. Yeah. I'm trying, guys. For me, Jackie would be the best dressed if it didn't have that little train. These aren't bad looks. It's giving me Fashion Nova, and no shade to them. But if Fashion Nova has a hold on the Real Housewives, I don't know why, but they have a hold on those ladies. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Furious. Melissa always looks just short of prom night and more like junior prom. I will say they're very Jersey. The ladies are very Jersey. So, you know, maybe it's just they're given what they got. Oh, you think so, Simone? Simone said the looks just tell me that this was a rush reunion. Yeah, why are they filming the reunion so early? Is the season almost over? Child, Bravo is not playing with these ladies. I will say this about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Andy did say in his interview with Wendy, he did say that Atlanta had a lot of starts and stops. So, for people basically saying this wasn't the best season, they had a lot of issues concerning Miss Rona during the filming of this season. So basically alluding to the show would have been a lot better had they not been filming through a pandemic. And I think we all realize that, but he let us know that part. Right. Derek said Jersey is already doing the reunion. Real Housewives of Atlanta only gave us a full season. Wow. Yeah. She loves a little prom dress. Oh, I got that too, Orange Turtle, from the shoulders. The aggressive shoulders. I get that. Jimmy G, I said that. It all looks very Jersey to me. You know what, Black Gal? I don't want to say they look horrible, but it just seems like, I will say this. It seems like the white with the lighting, the background, and the tanning didn't work. It did not work. I think if they had a different background, maybe not such a deep blue background, maybe just an all black background, a black like sparkly background, maybe it would have worked. But maybe it'll look better on camera, but from the pictures, the white wasn't popping like it should, right? It just didn't work for me. Oh, wow. The New Jersey finale, thank you, JB says what, is May 12th. And the Real Housewives of New York, their premiere is May 7th. So what is going to be the show? So if Atlanta and Jersey... Oh, okay. So Atlanta and Jersey are wrapping up. That means we're going to have New York and Beverly Hills playing the same week. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, wait, Tara, is that dress from Melissa's business? From what is her business? What's the name of her store? I hope not. JG said it's crazy that Jennifer, Aiden, and Marge are the best dressed on the show during the season. I think those two are probably going to be sitting next to Andy. Furious Citizen said, why did Jackie go to the memorial for Teresa's dad? She know damn well she don't like her, and she looked scared the entire time because if someone would jump her, it's a wrap. They had made up at that point. So Teresa and Jackie for the last episodes have been playing nice. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Give Me Shelter. Give Me Shelter said Margaret's dress is very 1930s. As a classic movie watcher, it is the chef's kiss. Yeah, that's what I got. AE is reading in this chat, okay? Jersey does not look put together except the Gorga girl. Oh my goodness, her name is Melissa AE. No, I didn't see the truth. I didn't see the new girl on Potomac. She wasn't in the sneak peek. I do know that they hired somebody new. I didn't see her in the sneak peek though. Yeah, Helena, the train was like the whole dress was cute. The train out of nowhere just didn't look like it fit there. It just did not look like it fit there. Elle said, I actually like Melissa's dress the most, but I didn't see anything to phone home about. The whole cast was meh. I'm telling you, it's Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova and Charlotte Russe. They have to have stock in this show because the ladies are always wearing or something that looks like their dresses. I'm like, if this show is based around women who have money, I need to see it, right? I need y'all to be like, oh, you know what? You know who does it? Because I was going to say, I need people to be like, oh, thank you. This is Balenciaga. Or, this is, Ralph Lauren runway collection. The only ladies who I know who have done that, who do designer, are the Real Housewives of New York. I have always seen something fresh off the runway on one of those ladies on the Real Housewives of New York. They're the only one who, my opinion, is always who have always consistently killed the reunion looks. Always. Beverly Hills, never. Orange County, they don't even try. Atlanta, be all over the damn place. Like, it's always a hit and miss with them. Every reunion. This one, except for Kandi, I gotta be real, they looked amazing this one. Black looked well on all of them. Black with the set. See, the thing is, the outfits have to work with the set. Why the Real Housewives of Potomac was so horrible was, one, the outfits were terrible. They were poorly fitted. It just did not look right. And they gave these ladies a horrible background to film, in front of. To have that neon like chartreuse and greens and reds and like jade green in the background, and then have that be the color that they're wearing as well. Like the main color in the background is the main color that they're wearing on their bodies. It just looked very, what's the best way to describe it? It looked like vomit. It was very vomitous. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm going to say it. The look was very vomitous. I did not like the Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm still triggered by Ashley's dress. What was that? Just didn't look good. Very DIY. Very poorly DIY. On display. Dorit, she kills it. I will say that, B. Dorit gives fashion. She does. Don't like her on the show, but she gives something. She does. Yeah, they do. Sutton and Marlo do it well, but I'm talking about the cast as a whole. I can't really give it to anybody as a whole, except for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, aside from Kandi, this reunion, and the Real Housewives of New York. Every time, I am blown away by something that those ladies have. Giovanni! Yes, Miss Brown Sugar! Giovanni! Yes! Simply Simone said, I'm convinced that Bravo bought out Charlotte Ruse's homecoming and prom section, and they're going out of business sale. Listen, Helena, I don't know what else to call it. Vomitous. That's what we're going with. Black Gal, you just made me remember that. That was a stunning reunion. You are absolutely right, Black Gal. No one comes to Atlanta when they wore all white. You are absolutely right. They were stunning. All of them. Even Kandi. Kandi killed that reunion. You are absolutely right. Yeah, it wouldn't be hard for them. You're right, Devin. Devin said, New York City is fashion, baby. They better come through. I'm telling you, even the most unfashionable person is going to be like a fashion icon in New York City. That's why I miss that place. I was broke, but I was fly. I miss it. Feeling Giovanni. Hey. Feeling Giovanni. Oh, God. Elle said, to be honest, I love a good designer dress, but I care more about how it looks. Also how it feels. I have sensitive skin, so the material got to be right for me. I love Monique's dress at the last reunion, and that was made up by an up-and-coming designer. Absolutely. Monique looked the best to me, and I wasn't even like really going up for that dress. But I mean, the competition, she had none. They all looked the best. Monique looked the best put together, and also it was also because she had great makeup and hair. Oh, she looks stunning. Monique is a very beautiful woman. Very, very beautiful woman. I need you to stop doing those binder tails. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. It really, really is. It's getting weird. JG, are they still around? Wet Seal definitely sends Teresa boxes every season because, honey, she's a Jersey girl. Jersey girls love Wet Seal. Oh! I'm probably gonna have to get off. Hey, Dad, I'm wrapping up work right now. Let me call you back in like 5 minutes, okay? Okay, I'll call you back right away. Love you. Oh God, when dad calls me in the middle of work, it's important. So let me get off of here. Let me get off of here. Furious Citizen said, why do I feel like Vomitus is going to be the next fashion house? Listen, you never know. You never know. You never know. Yeah, I think they did too, Josie. I think they went out of style, like not style, out of business like 4 years ago. Anyway, listen to my girl Tracy. If you wish to support the channel, thank you. You got your girl to 5K. You can do so by liking the live. Please, if you can, continue to like, comment, subscribe, share, support your girl. Give me some likes. Let YouTube know that this is a video that you all enjoy so that they can recommend me a bit more. Y'all know I'm Black. I gotta work a little harder over here on YouTube. Blacking up a certain age, child. I gotta put in more work than them babies. But I'm here. Y'all got me to 12K. Thank you so much. Couldn't have done it without you guys. I love you. Let me go call my papa. Let me go call my papa. Love you, family. I will see you. Oh, tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow? What the hell am I doing tomorrow with you guys? Let me look at YouTube. What's tomorrow? Hold on. I'm doing something tomorrow. What is the video that I'm doing? How do I not know the content I'm putting up? Ciao. What's tomorrow? Today is Tuesday, right? Oh, today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Married at First Sight, right? Yep. Tomorrow is Married at First Sight and the Real Housewives of New Jersey. We'll continue the conversation then. See you tomorrow, fam. Love you so much. Thank you again for your support. You got your girl to 12K. I love you. I love you. Yes. Thank you, Shan. Jersey. You're doing Jersey. Bye, guys. Love you. See you then.